Hey man, so this next podcast video is absolutely my fault. I, for some odd reason, did not get the video footage recording of it. We only captured the audio. So let me give another shout out to Patches Catering. Check out the links below. And again, this is totally my fault. You know what? Production errors do happen. Sorry about that, LQ. But again, hope you enjoy the audio. And the audio might seem a little off also. Because again, there was some technical glitches. But again, hope you guys enjoy it.
And he's fucking fired. Yeah.
Okay, so we're back again for another episode of this insightful buffoonery. Today we're coming from you from a white, crickety, haunted-looking...
It's a trap house, man. No, you're getting
house on Haunted Hill is the best way to describe it.
Is the best way to describe it.
Nah.
But it's nice and cool in here.
It's more like the trap house
on this 90-degree day.
It is.
So it's quite the cook box outside, right?
Hey, don't be alarmed for windows.
It's always hot in Frogtown.
And he doesn't mean just from the police.
No,
so
the riots burned it down.
Again, this episode was brought to you by Patches Catering. Check out the links below.
Where's it at?
Patches Catering is down on 5th and 7th.
Yes.
If you see a little girl named Susie, hang a right
and you're
or
right
left, and you should be somewhere close to it.
Right, so, left and turn back around?
Yeah, exactly. Go about the roundabout. And then just come on back.
Shout out, Patches.
If you give the secret password, Little Susie, you will end up getting the secret item of the day.
Yes, and it's a secret, so we can't disclose what it might be. But check out the links below for Patches Catering. Okay, again, so we have a guest again. We have Alex, a.k.a. LQ. Thank you for coming.
Thanks, Buffoon.
One of the leaders in buffoonery.
What I do.
Yeah, one of the...
And he does it well.
What's that?
We know what he does, and he does it well.
Yes, he does. He does it quite well.
Takes candy from strangers.
Consistent buffoonery.
Consistent buffoonery, taking candy from strangers.
He's been lost in Frogtown for a week.
Yes, he was.
He was lost.
Time traveling's a real deal.
And luckily, he has the guy that saved him, Sea Lion Johnny.
Thanks, Johnny.
Yes.
There was a lot of YouTube in the rock videos that week.
There was a lot of rock videos.
Yeah,
yes.
it was like a 92-hour day, basically.
Oh, just one long day.
Just wrapped into one.
It was Friday to Sunday.
It was like the Tour de France of just binge drinking.
Right.
Grandma was over there making them breakfast and shit.
It was just a test on your liver to see if you could do it. It was a test.
It was a test of...
Yeah, Grandma was making this dude breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything.
The whole deal.
The whole shebang. For 92 hours.
92 straight.
Hey, John, could you elaborate on how you saved LQ's life?
Well, I can start when I was there when it first kicked off. I left to go bang a girl. I came back early in the morning. They were still there drinking.
Did you bang said girl?
I did bang said girl.
Okay. Did you leave the money on the table?
No.
Well, we just wanted to see.
I just crept out and just said nothing.
Oh, okay.
Who said chivalry was dead?
Yeah. So Johnny, you came back. LQ was still guzzling.
Drinking, surprisingly.
He was still up and drinking.
With you in like a crappy room, part of my room.
Right. And then I think a 7-foot Native American entered the scene.
You know, it's funny, you guys didn't even think I was gone the whole time. You guys literally thought I was in the room with you guys the whole time.
Well, again, Alex thought all this transpired in the same day.
Definitely. There was a lot of cartoon characters.
Never left either.
And oversized Native Americans.
So essentially, it was like fucking Roger Rabbit. There was a lot of cartoons. Things going on.
I think it was like
so you were like the only live person grabbing these cartoon characters.
Left and right. That's kind of how I look at it to this day. Who's real? Who's not?
Who's real? Who's not? Right. And then you chalk it up like, man, that was just the worst.
That was one wild ride.
One wild ride.
Fear and loathing in Frogtown.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. Yeah. And John, when you saved his life, you jumped into action.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Shoved my finger down his throat, pulled out a pill.
Wow.
Was he convulsing? What was he
Yeah, and he asked for the pill back, and I was like, I don't think that's a good idea.
See, for me, this is like hearing something for the first time, so this is interesting.
This is interesting.
Story time.
Story time with Alex.
So did you tilt his head back?
Well, first he fell down the stairs, but I didn't break or bend.
What do you mean?
Well, I had to help him down the stairs, and he just kind of just pushed us both down the stairs. I got him at the bottom.
Oh, so you were like his life bag, his
Pretty
airbag.
much, I stopped us from hitting the wall and putting a big hole.
So you took the blunt of the fall.
Damn.
Kinda.
It sounds like an athletic in Denver. Like, the same guy that ran himself over with a tote somehow saved his life. Like, that happened?
You did run yourself over with a tote.
No, I slipped on the floor with the pallet jack.
And you got written up for that, by the way.
Because I even took a drug test. That was awesome.
Oh, okay.
Insult to injury.
I'll take a ride up, sure.
Yeah, I guess that's totally awesome.
When you get fired by putting a "Who cares" sticker on your chest, then any of those things before that are pretty awesome.
Wasted? My name is Wasted.
And who taught you into doing that?
Chino.
Chino did.
But I told him, I was like, I'll buy your car.
Chino.
Shout out
I told him, if I last all day with this Wasted sticker in my shirt, I'll buy your car from you. And I only lasted 2 hours.
So not only do you do buffoonery things like that, but you also
Leap into action.
Yeah, you leap into action and you become like this airbag.
You are a hero that this nation needs.
You are like a hero,
I'm
man.
running for president.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
Not voting. Not
and
voting.
20.
So would he fall under the Heroes Act in like the newest stimulus package? It's like a buffoonery category, but yet it's a hero nonetheless.
Right.
So how do we distinguish that?
How would we distinguish that?
Comic book. I need a comic book first to be a hero.
I don't think he would fall
Because you would
under
need
that
proof. You
category.
would need written proof or some evidence. So a comic book would be proof.
Okay. So
Okay,
in other
I
words,
will.
just give him like a sack of pennies and tell him to shut the hell up.
Yeah, so, anyways, on that note,
Just take a check and just go.
yeah, exactly.
Another adventure.
Another adventure.
Hey, that was a hell of a move, though. And Johnny Pukes, thanks for saving my life.
Yes.
Gaza Strip Johnny, a.k.a. Boston Johnny, a.k.a. the Sea Lion,
That-
of the lazy variety.
Of the lazy
I owe
variety?
you a life debt.
He does,
Not
man.
the laziness. It's like the self-discovery of not trying to do too much.
Oh, wow, that was kind of profound.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Profound.
Profound.
You know, the less moving, the less energy you waste, and the more weed you can smoke.
All right, and I think I just got a contact high myself.
So, Alex, last night when I spoke to you, you're having issues with your technology. You
Your
bought
tech trying to
this.
kill
You bought this thermostat and a smart thermostat. They're all the rage now. Everybody wants one. What would you recommend that people do get one or they don't?
Why would you want one?
The uprise of technology is real, and on the good notes, they're good. Everything's easy. Like I said, you hit a button, you say a word, it'll turn your temperature either way, 2
Right.
3 degrees. If it goes out, you're done. With no backup app, with no idea how to fix a real furnace, you're in a lot of trouble. So just last night, I was in trouble because what happened was in the furnace, there's basically a piece that goes over that sensors the furnace. It's like
Right.
basically a trip. So if this like little piece comes off,
Yeah.
all of a sudden the furnace won't work. Period.
So how did
Regardless
you
of the
to
technology.
look for this down by the furnace? Because I seen your furnace.
Was it Google?
So was that something you Googled then?
Well, like on most things, it's YouTube or Google. If
Right,
you don't know
right.
if you're a buffoon such as myself, then you'll YouTube.
And somebody might have been going through that issue. And
Was it the number?
Exactly.
It wasn't
Right.
the emergency number on your thermostat saying "Please call if problems."
Didn't even get that far. We went to AI one to AI.
So instead of calling the 1-800 number, use this fucking let me Google
Well,
this.
here's what happened. BB's daughter called the phone, called the number of it, but the system was already off completely. So I had
Awesome.
looked to the YouTube gurus to know that it was actually a part of the furnace.
Right.
At some way. What part, I have no idea. It's like a doctor that doesn't have any tools or any knowledge going into something.
Right.
Looking at it. What am I
So
looking
so
at?
you're looking at this trip part of it that tells the furnace to turn off, turn on, and then you had to re-trip it or something. And
No, we're looking at too much. So
Oh,
basically,
wow.
what it came down to
We're
was just
looking
putting
too
this
much.
thing over a sensor to letting it know, hey, it can still run. That's
Oh,
all
really?
we were looking at. We didn't go that far.
So you didn't think of just pulling the fucker off the wall, stomping on it a couple of times, and saying, "Fuck this shit."
Man, that's $250.
And stimulus checks ain't being renewed yet.
So that all-brand thermos was $250.
Right.
So you're like, man, this fucker's gonna work.
Plus, you got to think of the repercussions of AI coming back to kill you after you try to stomp it out.
so you got to think of the other AI device that knows what you did,
So
and
what's
it's gonna be like, oh,
Right.
this motherfucker's gonna get it.
So long story longer, it went black on us, and we had no idea what to do. But it came back up. AI's running smoothly. Alexa enabled. The government knows everything I'm doing every minute of the day. We're all good. We're back up.
So did you go grab a trash can right away and start a fire in the house?
No, that wasn't on my list.
That wasn't you get that close to that point? Like, oh, fuck.
Right.
Why would he start a fire in his house?
Well, if his furnace went out, it might get cold at night. Even though it's hot.
In the middle of the summer.
Hey, it gets cold in the middle of the desert. And it's hot there all
Things
the
that
time.
make you go.
Wah, wah. So John, it's 90 degrees out, and this man's gonna start a fire, and it's fucking
Frogtown antics.
Well, yeah.
Well,
It's cold in the desert. It's cold in the fucking desert. And it's 110 degrees in the day.
right, but he's in Brooklyn dark, man.
Wasn't in my top 5.
I don't think he's gonna wheel a 5-gallon drum in there and start throwing paper and say fuck it.
He's not gonna go Pablo and throw money in there.
And on top of that, I think he wants the house cool, not warm.
Correct.
Yeah. So.
Cool hot don't fucking matter.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Cool high.
Buffoonery.
I'm just kind of wondering what's going on behind those glasses of yours, but.
Or in the wiring or circuitry.
Yeah, the circuitry. Your shit's all. So, anyways, Alex has himself a nice little thermostat, which is all the rage. Everyone's getting.
So what if someone hacked it and want to go all Hitler on you and just turn it like really up like 100 degrees in your house?
Oh, that'd be able to do it.
You think so?
It's
If someone wanted me, if someone wanted me to dig and be like, I want all these houses to go to 110 degrees right now.
That is true. You showed us that you could talk to it
I
and
alluded to
control the
last time
lights.
they would talk to each other. So they
Oh shit! So what if they just team up and be like, man, fuck this dude?
AI war. It's the uprising.
They're like-
So, do you think
the
AI is
uprising.
on the rise?
AI
Yeah.
is huge on the rise. But going back to what we were talking about last time about the Ted Kaczynski
Yep.
thing,
He was right.
he was ahead of his time. Exactly.
How was he ahead of his time when he was just a nut living in the woods?
Well, he was a super
Well,
nut, but he was a smart
when you
nut.
got
He was a
when you got the FBI and the CIA just running tests on you while you're a fucking genius,
Yeah, that didn't help his psyche. But the
giving
main,
you acid or LSD to fuck.
No,
with.
they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
the main thing is most of these crazy people end up having real smart levels. Their IQs are way up there.
He's so smart, he's fucking retarded.
So are you suggesting like the villains in most comic books are deranged geniuses?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, that fucking is.
They could be for the good side, but in all their geniuses,
They think everyone's a
their
fucking
genius
annoying.
is-
Is a fucking.
They see the light at the end of the tunnel, and for them it's not good.
Right.
So they work towards this way of
Making it be-
toppling man,
making it better for
or
themselves.
society,
Right.
so it doesn't reach that light.
Well, yeah, exactly. And what happens to them mostly is they have events in their life that turn them that way. They have
Right.
a good view of the world, and then they go dark after certain events happen to them.
Well, I heard as a
and turn
baby
them
they
a
took him
certain
away from
way.
his mom, so he only like breast milk for a day. So that would piss me off too.
But going back to Ted Kaczynski, he was a professor, right?
Right.
So he knew he had all this information. He was part of the Earth First people. So those are the people that were environmental first. They
Before
were-
it was
before
all the range.
the rage, and he basically had a thesis on technology, talking about how technology was going to be the end of society.
But I like how he
because
told
of
his
the rise.
boss.
But he's not the first to
No.
have said that.
Not at all.
But he acted on it.
He's
Right.
the first to tell his boss like, "Quick, 'cause I have enough for a house."
And the other
a
thing is,
fucking
when
land.
he said it, it wasn't popular. This is
Right.
way before we had anything we've got now.
They thought he was
We
a
didn't
fucking
have anything
idiot.
smart back then. He
Right.
was like, well, these robots are going to take
Well,
over.
because computers and everything were mainframe computers at the time.
He was right in a
Nobody had them
way.
in their homes.
Nobody had
had
them.
them on their walls controlling their temperature of the house.
No. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You gotta bring your mic closer.
But he had the foresight basically to see where technology was going. And ultimately, I love technology, but it's probably going to end us.
You think so?
Yeah,
I think it's going to become us.
It's going to get a little bit too ridiculous, where you can't control it.
It's either going to become us, or you're going to be a part of it.
I think we'll be a part of it.
It's going to be like an attachment.
But how do you slow it down at this rate?
You don't.
I don't think you can. It's like stopping a freight train.
It's already too late, man.
Stop a freight train. You don't until it crashes.
Why do you have to get a new phone every year?
There it is.
Good point.
It's like, why do you need to get
a point?
Duly noted.
Why you gotta get a new phone every year though? Like every 2 years? Because they just make newer tech faster, better.
Yeah, but his question was that how do you stop this?
You can't.
Right.
The uprise, right?
You can't. Once they got the ball rolling, they got the idea out there. Bill Gates made his money.
Since
when Bill Gates
started all those, then were so big, they're mainframes, and they were bulky.
When Bill Gates became his little crook self,
with the invention of the microprocessor, they've gotten smaller and smaller.
What about their quad fucking processors? They got those fucking super smart computers that go 4 times fast.
Yeah, but again, those are mainframes.
But yeah,
those are huge and bulky, and they're in some bunker.
Or what's that thing they got?
Surrounded by concrete or somewhere in an air-conditioned room.
What's that atom they got going right now? Don't they got that atom thing?
All right, man.
Okay, so like you're saying then, Alex, is that Ted Kaczynski is just this mad genius. He was I guess I can't think of the word right now, but he saw what technology is going to do to mankind, and he thought it was in his interest, or he thought he'd take it upon himself to try to put a stop to it by sending people packages that would blow up on them. So the packages that he sent to
sounds like just like a dickhead.
Right. So the packages that he sent to various
evil
people,
genius.
Who were the packages that he sent to people that he thought that would stop this progression of technology? Weren't they like people like his realtor or his neighbor or something?
It was them, but it was also people from like high tech companies, like tech companies that were becoming big at the time.
So
tech.
If Ted Kaczynski would have sent a package to Bill Gates, then there would be probably no Microsoft today.
But Bill Gates don't even accept his own packages.
True, right?
Yeah.
And if he would have sent one to Apple, if he would have known that, what the conglomerates that they would have been, he could have essentially have been the Terminator,
right?
Without have gone back in time, but he would have altered probably the state of what big Silicon Valley companies are.
Exactly, and that was his goal. And like I said, because he's crazy, that doesn't mean you're not smart.
Right.
So he just used his smarts for ill will and wrong things.
That's kind of weird that you could be this crazy genius, but yet you're just nutty as a homeless guy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's it. Because he's got mental illness. He's living out in the woods.
Right.
He's off the grid. Something happened to him in his life. Like Johnny said, the testing. He was under the severe test.
So that testing thing is correct?
Yeah, it's correct. Yeah.
Plus, he was really fucked up before he got there too.
He was already a fucked up person.
Well, because he's like 16. He just graduated high school early. He has abandonment.
So he was a prodigy child.
No, he was just smart, and they're just trying to.
Wasn't that what they call a prodigy?
Smart and poor. He was smart and poor.
Oh, they weren't. They weren't
rich.
A wealthy means.
Nah.
Well, he was also just an outcast.
Yeah.
So when you have that outcast
for him to
element involved.
Right.
His mom basically said, "This is you to get your school, get your money."
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Because all he did was literally go to school, become smart, become a professor. Mm-hmm. Then he quit his job all suddenly when he got enough money for land in his fucking shack. He said, "Out."
So he essentially could have been a billionaire today if he didn't become so fucking nutty and
very possibly, yeah.
Very possibly
disenfranchised, if you will.
So what I caught, just to touch on it, how they caught Ted Crazy Kaczynski is how they caught this fucker was some FBI detective or someone literally lost his wife, his family, got divorced because he was so wrapped up in the case that he was trying to track him down. That it came down to the way that he wrote the letters or something.
Correct.
That
he sounds like a real piece of shit.
He is a real piece of shit for sending, packages that would blow up on you. Mm-hmm. But
can I go off on a tangent?
Yes.
You know what, Alex? Have you watched Star Wars?
I have.
Okay. He's watched Star Wars. Okay, great. What was this last one? The last one we just had. Rise of Skywalker, right?
Rise of Skywalker.
Yep.
Rise of Skywalker. Did you see that one?
Fake Skywalker.
Okay.
Twice.
My question is, what is the girl's name? Ren? Her name's Ren?
Ray.
Correct.
Ray. And then the bad guy was
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Okay, so she
Solo.
So she kind of fell in love with
Yeah,
Kylo Ren.
Ben Solo.
Han Solo.
So she fell in love with Kylo Ren, right?
Solo.
Ben Solo. That's his name.
What was his name? Ben Solo?
Yeah, he had
Then how
two-
did he go from Ben Solo to Kylo Ren?
That's his Darth Vader name. You know how?
Yeah, that's
Anakin
his-
Skywalker
Knights
goes
of
to
Ren.
Oh, that's
Vader.
right. Because you get a Darth Vader name.
Yeah.
If you
Kinda
were,
like-
not to cut Josh out, but if
No.
you weren't so busy being negative about newer movies,
Oh,
You can see that
this
this-
guy's trying. This guy's
You
trying
just
to
can't get used to
tell
that
me,
yet.
you might give it a
look,
chance to follow the actual
that
plot line.
motherfucker
Or
George
just read the
Lucas,
same idea over and over for 9 movies.
He wrote 3 fucking scripts. He wrote Star Wars, Empire
wrote
Strikes
7.
Back, and Return of the Jedi. Then this motherfucker tries to come back and say, "Oh, by the way, when I was out in the woods with Ted Kaczynski, I wrote these other scripts. You know, they don't seem that old looking, but look, I spilled coffee on one of them. You know, you can carbon date that."
We don't need
Wow.
to get in your deep-rooted hate of
Hey,
Star Wars right now. Josh had a point. He had a
I had a
tangent
point.
to go on.
I had a
but
tangent.
anyways,
Yes.
just my
I know, you're not happy.
my fucking deep-rooted hatred of fucking
Of change.
Change.
of being
Of-
misled about the fucking
Hey,
Star Wars
if
franchise.
if you had a half a brain, you might be a Ted Kaczynski. You're a buffoon, though.
That's correct, but at least I'm one that has priorities.
There you go.
Gee.
You worry
Pat
about the
yourself
wrong
on the
damn
back.
thing, man.
So, anyways, what
My
you're-
tangent was,
Yeah.
so what the fuck? Ray falls in love with Kylo Ren, right? 'Cause
Right,
don't they kind of just share a kiss and
No,
everything?
they do.
And this-
luckily they weren't brothers and sisters.
Right, and that
Well,
was
that happens too in
and-
Star Wars.
Yes, it does.
and that was supposed to be his story arc of him changing, becoming a good guy, right?
Right.
So does that mean that Ray and every other person who's a fan of Star Wars is supposed to forget the mass genocide that this man has did? So she just
Oh,
threw
yeah,
out
Alex,
mass
what do you think of
genocide.
that?
In Star Wars, absolutely.
Oh my!
In the Star Wars universe, you can kill a fucking planet, blow it up to smithereens.
But save
yet-
one girl and you're a
but
hero.
yet you kiss one fucking girl, and all of a sudden all is forgiven.
Because they had a Force connection.
The Force apparently gives you.
And why did they have a
fucking get out
Force-
of jail card?
Why did they have a forced
Yeah,
connection?
you
They didn't even
fuck motherfucker.
answer why they had one.
Yeah.
There's no real explanation behind that.
yeah,
we got the guy.
They went to planet Tatooine, and all of a sudden they were either FaceTiming or doing something through the mind.
So this
they're all related to a
motherfucker,
Jedi.
this motherfucker gets a fucking get out of jail card for blowing up several planes.
And that, my friend, is white privilege.
My friend, that is white privilege at its finest.
But you
Right,
said
what happened to
What
Finn
if-
anyways? He kind of got
I just want to
deleted.
know why.
What if Adolf Hitler would have kissed, fell in love with some chick, and then they said, "Oh yeah, he's a changed man now."
Or if you look about his paintings, he probably wouldn't kill all the Jews.
Say what?
Yeah, because he was a painter when he got out when he was at school.
So you're saying he decided to become a mass killer because
Yeah.
no one bought his paintings?
Yeah, it had to be.
So you're telling me,
so you're-
Becky, you telling me that Adolf Hitler is comparable to the Star Wars universe? So we're talking about some real history in the
Well, you
country
do know
versus
Star
a
Wars.
sci-fi movie?
Do you know Star Wars is loosely based off Nazis,
Yeah,
right?
kind of.
Okay, well that's
You
pretty
do
loose
know.
there.
No,
they
the
did try to
Empire,
extinguish
the way the
a fucking people.
stormtroopers.
Of course, almost
You
any
know,
kind of movie
you do
has
know
that.
Lucas is a Jew, right?
Right, I do
so
know that.
He loosely bases the whole Star Wars on
Off a story he probably heard from his dad or something.
I'm a survivor of Auschwitz. So, yeah.
A story you got here as a kid from his
You
grandpa.
know, you know,
Right.
When I survived the camps, this is how
yeah,
it was.
this is when I was in the camp. This is what I would daydream.
You want to know
about.
what, Jerry?
These stormtroopers
What I wanna
will come
know
take
Is when they blew up the Death Star, what happened to all those innocent contractors on
Yeah,
it
Alex.
who were working on
What
it?
happens to guys
They had
like
nothing
you
to
that
do
were
with the
just-
dark
You
side.
did compare it to Nazi Germany, right? What happened to those ovens? What happened to all the innocent people in the ovens, huh?
Right, but what happened to all the contractors? The guy that was
They were just there making a living, trying to feed their family on planet
just
Tatooine.
among some shiny fucking black lacquer floors, huh?
In the battle of world supremacy,
Yeah.
there's a couple of eggs that are gonna be broken in that omelet. Let's just say
It's gonna be
that.
flat
We're
out
talking
damage.
about some intergalactic shit.
So we're
Those are
talking
minor
Those are
details.
minor details.
Hey, what about the niggas that get sucked out when they go to hyperdrive and they don't have to seal it right away? The hole?
Right.
Like was it Star Trek? when the ship got shot and they're in space,
Right.
They go to hyperdrive and you see everyone just get sucked out too. Like he killed up the whole crew.
Yeah, I'm trying to envision that.
I'm not a Trekkie, so I can't say anything about that.
I'm a slight Trekkie. I'm not afraid to admit
J.J.
it.
Abrams likes killing people off in groups. Like he puts a lot of CGI guys right there and he just sucks them out like a toy. He's like really lazy.
I might
with the
have
film.
to go back and look at that.
He's getting really lazy.
That
with
would
the
be a
film.
good thesis, though, a good paper on the actual world of Star Wars and the actual hypocrisies of what go on. But I just look at it as a fun-ass action film with awesome CGI.
Well, now it's a lot of CGI. It's total CGI, which is bullshit.
I think they're just copying the last guy.
The human eye can detect fake CGI.
And not only
compared where Star Wars actually had to use animatronic puppets and things like that.
Welcome to 2020, Jerry.
Okay.
Fuck you, Star Wars brought people back to life.
Business these days.
Oh, that's how you do business? Nobody wants to rig wires and shit.
An American Werewolf in London sucked.
No, that was John Landis.
That shit was horrible.
That was John Landis.
It does not hold up over time.
It does.
Yes, it does.
No, it did not.
It's a great storyline.
No,
it's
fucking
great
CGI.
That stupid ass animatronic transition
was the actual mask that Joe Rogan has in his studio.
Does he
the
have
American Werewolf in London?
Oh, does he?
I believe so.
Really?
Somebody can fact check it, but he's got a actual artifact.
I don't know. John's on Joe Rogan's cock like 24/7.
Hey, we'd like to give a shout out to the Joe Rogan starter
Shout out
kit.
to Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan starter kit. Thanks for making this possible.
Yes, Joe Rogan. Check out the link below.
Check out the link.
Patches Catering.
Patches Catering.
Check
out
that
the
link out.
below. So.
He's like, so your brain just stopped working, Jay? You just ran out of ideas?
On a serious note.
He's like, on a serious note, so. You sound like fucking Donald Trump. He's about to do a
I
speech.
feel like a new mother over here holding the dog.
Let's say you have a fucking mini cow on you, like a new species.
I'm trying to breastfeed the dog and talk at the same time.
You look like you had a new little mini cow on you.
I don't know if I should burp this little.
Straight buffoon. Breastfeeding dog segment brought to you by Patches Catering.
Patches Catering.
Mumu said, let me get some of that titty.
So Mexican fat milk is in now.
It's kind of chunky.
Is it pasteurized?
How is this physically possible, Jay?
Comes out like cottage cheese.
Jay, leche fresca.
Leche fresca. Check out the link below.
Trace leches.
Check out the link.
This nigga drink a gallon of milk, not his nipples.
So anyways,
I just want to see one today.
one today. Okay, so anyways, back to technology overriding man. Alex is a true believer. It probably will happen.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll happen while he's sleeping, so he's not aware of
probably
it.
will.
Technology truther.
Yes.
What about those particle accelerators they got that CERN got? Those things are making like matter. They're making the fucking elements too.
Hold on, dude, man. You're really fucking.
You never heard of CERN?
The fuck?
Are you saying it right?
Twilight Zone, baby.
You didn't see that shit?
Are you even saying it correctly?
Yeah, that's how it's called. CERN or something.
CERN?
Yeah.
Like with a C or
How's it spelled?
CEREN, like CERN.
So what is it about
an
this
acronym.
CERN? Oh, okay.
Wait, you talking about Serene?
Serene?
CERENE?
It's like an acronym for.
Okay.
It's a dumb acronym spelled like a fucking.
Oh, we're not doing
way.
the spelling shit again.
No.
Thank God.
So what about this Serene or Seren or?
They got a particle accelerator.
So they have a particle accelerator. Do you know what a particle accelerator does?
Yeah, they're fucking making matter and black holes and shit.
So they're essentially trying to.
A particle accelerator?
Yeah.
So they're
I
basically
thought that was only
taking
in
an
Marvel
atom,
movies.
Nah, nigga, that's a real thing.
They're
buddy.
taking an atom and they're shooting it.
Yeah.
They're
and
accelerating
another
it.
one. They're hitting both of them
And
really
so
hard.
they're shooting both of these, and they're colliding with each other.
Yeah.
And they're trying to see what would happen.
A black hole, pretty much.
So they're essentially trying to make black holes in the laboratory.
Yeah, but if they can make a black hole, they can make any other matter because they already have dark matter.
Right.
So you know.
So, Alex, didn't we see this in a Stephen King movie where scientists were in a military laboratory and they're fucking with shit, and all of a sudden this fog came out or this mist came out.
Was that The Mist?
And inside this mist were like some weird ass creatures.
Yeah, was it the movie called The Mist?
So
that was a great movie.
Yeah, that was a good
The ending
movie?
was dope.
Did you like that movie?
That was
Are you
quite
a
the
fan of
twist of
Stephen
an
King?
ending.
I like some of his stuff. Yep. I had just watched his last one on HBO.
Have you ever read any of his books?
No, I have never read a Stephen King book. I find them too.
That doesn't surprise me.
I guess since I seen the movie Carrie and Cujo.
I find it too reedy.
Words. Oh.
It strikes me as too reedy.
This intellectual shit.
Sometimes it's just, I can just wait for the movie to come out or something.
The words come in and you just say, words, get out.
Yeah, fuck these words.
Who needs them?
Who needs all these words?
Shout out Roku.
Shout out Roku. I gotta show you just the beginning of this movie. Just the front page. This pretty much sums it up right here. I was gonna watch it last night. Looks like it was a 2008 movie.
It's an atom smasher.
Oh, you know what? Real quick,
You
Alex.
can call it a particle
Put that movie
accelerator.
after you do that one.
But they're smashing atoms.
Put that
First of all,
movie
it's
Love
an
on.
atom smasher.
Well, the fuck?
You
It's
mean
called
that
particle accelerator, though.
Did you see the first 10 seconds of
I
it?
think I have.
That's what they
Crazy.
call it,
Okay, all right.
Look at this. This is a screenshot. This is what we're talking about right here.
Splice.
We're getting into that wild sci-fi world right there.
Splice.
Half man,
What
half
is-
alien. I've never seen it, but I saw it last night pop up.
Oh,
on-
cool. I'm glad
on
you
the
showed that to
screen.
me.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
by Dark Castle?
I
They're
have-
pretty good with
Yeah,
their
it
movies.
looks pretty decent, but it looks super sci-fi and crazy.
Looks
Definitely.
super cheap, though.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't look cheap.
It looks like fucking the Incredible Hulk, how they did the
You
first
know
one.
what the intro looks like? It looks like,
It looks like the Incredible
yeah, the
Hulk.
Incredible Hulk, the first one with,
Yeah.
what's his name, doesn't it?
What, what's it called?
You talking about
Nick Nolte's
Lou
in it.
Ferrigno?
Nah,
No,
Nick
no,
Nolte.
no.
The one with Nick Nolte.
Yeah, the one with Nick Nolte where he played the Hulk's
The
dad.
first
okay.
Hulk
The
that was
first
really
one with
bad.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
The
They're
dude
really
that
bad
played, he played, what's his name?
Eric Bana. That's his real name, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's it. He played opposite Brad Pitt.
Yes,
He
Eric
played
Bana.
Hector, and in that one movie.
Brad Pitt. He was awesome in Troy.
Yeah, he played opposite Brad Pitt.
Shout out Troy.
Shout out to
I think
Troy
he's
if you
Shout
ever
out
see it.
Brad Pitt. Hell of an actor.
Hell of an
I
actor.
didn't know he was an alcoholic.
A lot of them are.
I was quite.
A lot of them tend to be.
Yeah, but how? I mean, because of all the downtime.
They have money.
Ben
Probably
Affleck.
money, downtime, boredom. All
Boredom.
the
Just
above.
say, hey, fuck it, we're gonna
Yeah.
get fucked up.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
hey, there's like two ways you can go. You know, they could go boredom, and some people go like Bill Cosby and fucking Weinstein with it.
So the alcohol was a good route.
You know what I mean? You gotta think popping up and shit.
So instead of it's just
You know what I mean?
basically having a
And the
culture
boss
in your
fucking
office saying,
asserting
hey.
itself.
Right.
So the
So-
alcohol that they went was probably the best.
So
route.
John saying alcoholism or sex with minors.
Nah, it's like no, because his was like forcibly.
or
Like,
rapey,
you want the
rapey things
you
to
want
do.
the
Rapey
role-
thing.
Yeah, the power rape culture,
Fuck,
basically.
fucking up my
Hollywood.
liver.
You want to get drugged, or, you
Or
want
sexual
that role?
assault.
Or sexual assault. Huh?
Nefarious activities.
Nefarious
I'll
activity.
take the liquor for one, please.
Yeah, I'll take liquor for one. I'll take a shot of
I'll take
shot
this fat
here.
drink of some liquor.
But that did start out like the Hulk
Yeah.
from 1992 or something.
I was showing all the things.
Yeah, and then he played opposite Brad Pitt and Troy as Hector.
Yeah, Eric Bana.
I wish Hector wouldn't have lost, but Brad Pitt was playing Achilles,
Well-
who was the greatest warrior.
I've never seen that
of
movie
all
Troy.
time.
But I
You've
heard
never
it,
seen it.
but I heard it's a sad
Have you
story.
read Odyssey by Homer?
No, I had it read to me by Google.
You never read the Odyssey?
No, I had
Oh,
it read to me
great.
by Google though.
You should read it.
Have you read Green Eggs and Ham? by Seuss?
He said no, but I had
No,
the
I
audio
Kevin Hart
version.
reading that to me.
How many pictures did it have in it? Not enough.
It's Kevin Hart reading it to me on YouTube.
Yeah, there you go. That works
Does he?
too.
Does he?
Audiobooks now, people do that.
Yes, audiobooks are a big
Obama
thing.
even reads a book apparently. He got a
Really? I
he got
would
a
listen to a
Grammy.
book by Obama.
I'm gonna try to read the
Obama has a
audiobook by
Grammy.
Malcolm Gladwell, the Outliers book.
You're gonna try to read?
No,
an audio?
listen.
Oh, listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen.
That's
You
great. Hey,
can't read audio.
Alex is listening to a 12th grade level now. Let's give it up for Alex.
Hey, let's give her a...
Listening to a 12th grade level. I like it.
Thank you, fellas.
It just
Yes.
took you like 30 years.
So Alex is all on this nuts of this
Forty.
come Godwell
Author.
Author.
Malcolm Gladwell.
Author.
Oh, I like that one.
Author what?
Malcolm Gladwell.
Malcolm Gladwell. Apparently, he's written several books, and they're quite interesting.
Yeah, he's
one of the ones that Alex definitely points out to us is 10,000 Miles.
The 10,000.
I will walk
That's
10,000.
a Proclaimers song from the 90s, but
It's a beautiful song. Beautiful song.
Good song. Good song.
Yep.
Yeah.
So his thing is 10,000 hours into doing something to become good at it.
Right.
And do you believe that philosophy?
Well, it's just the theory that not just all great performers or great athletes or anybody that's great at something is just born that way.
Right.
I'm sure
That's the point I was going to say.
I'm sure
because that's like Bo Jackson.
I think genetics is that.
Right, genetics are just
right.
That was their gift from God.
Well, I'm sure there's got to be some level of that. But
God, who you say doesn't exist,
it's probably a combination of that and then putting in the actual time to being great at something.
So it's not steroids.
So that'll do something too.
That too have an impact on your performance.
Because I heard a lot of people did it.
Especially
A lot of
baseball
great
players.
Baseball in the 90s.
A lot of greats in the fucking Hall of Fame did it.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, some people hit like monstrous home runs.
Michael Irving that got caught with the bag in Dallas?
That wasn't steroids. That was cocaine.
I know, but that's cocaine.
But he didn't get caught with that. They found that in the room
with a bunch of dildos in the bag,
of dildos, but the girls took responsibility for that.
Yeah, during a
good for them.
Yeah. So Michael Irving never had that in his possession.
Shout out Michael Irving.
Shout out to Michael Irving, one of the greatest running backs.
Shout out
Michael Irvin, running back.
Yeah,
wide receiver. Close.
What team? What team, Jay?
Lazy niggas on the team.
He was a great Redskins player.
Don't say Redskins.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. He was. So are the Cowboys going to change their name? Because when you say Cowboys, that too.
That doesn't resonate anything racist.
That doesn't resonate anything racist?
It either sounds like some fags
well,
or
it's not racist because when the country's founded on racism, then a cowboy would be one of the central characters in a racist culture.
Yeah. In a racist culture.
So why would you want to change that?
Then if they want everything that's associated with racism out of our history or whatever,
your society is based on it.
The term Buffalo Soldier, is that also because because they said Buffalo Soldier not because they rode buffaloes or they hunted, because of their hair,
dreadlock Rasta.
Right. Yes, because the Indians who said that called them that.
You know what?
Said that their hair looked like the buffalo.
If we're speaking on it, I want those donkey tortilla chips gone for their racist caricature of that donkey. That's the most blatant racism donkey I've ever seen in my life.
What fucking donkey?
Have you seen the caricature for that damn donkey?
Yeah.
Was it like the donkey from Shrek? Was it like Eddie Murphy?
Yeah,
it's buck tooth and everything.
they sell them at that high-end grocery store.
Fucking bastards.
High-end grocery store?
Whole Foods.
Whole Foods have them. Hey, so that means boycott Whole Foods till it's gone.
Boycott Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Racist bitches.
Fuck Whole Foods.
Shout out Whole Foods. I was just
Fuck
there 2 weeks ago. First time ever. I never walked into one before.
What was your impressions of Whole Foods?
Safe?
Well, organic.
High price.
Expensive. Yeah.
All the way up. Yeah, I'm not
like
getting
if you go to Aldi's and get their organic is affordable.
Their organic's probably not spelled the same either. High in pesticides.
Don't tell that to Short Round.
They got John.
Shout out to
Short Round. They got John.
Really big on organic.
John's doing the spelling for organic.
Well, organic. If you look at organic, it's probably going to be better quality stuff just for the fact they're not putting.
It's presented though, because it's all the same shit coming from like the same place. It's just that Whole Foods put it out in a better way, like a better packaging,
better presentation.
Yeah,
and
all these just probably got that shit in a fucking big box.
So they all come from Jimmy John's farm, who grew them with pig shit. But as they left the distribution house,
because they basically own the market
and went to their different markets, they all fucking.
Because they already got to set up a certain.
You know, all these just puts it out there, says, "Here, fend for yourself." Or,
good luck. This one's got pesticides, but good luck.
Hey, we got this on a Tuesday and it's
Thursday. Hope you brought your own glad bags to stick this in and where.
Yeah, it's hard to say for sure. I mean, people want the hope that their shit's not doctored up
and you
with
have to pay
weird stuff and all that, but
yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing when it comes down to buying anything. Where do you know where this came from? Is this
I think,
where is this shit from?
If you want to be safe, man, just grow your own shit.
That is true.
Grow
But I think in our
Grow your
society,
own shit in your own shit.
we're so reliant on being handed it to us. You know, you go to the grocery store, the bread's already made, the fucking donuts already made with whatever. Bread number 2.
Sound very healthy. The start of that grocery list.
Right? Yeah.
Didn't sound organic.
It did. It's not organic. When you go into the tasty bread box, you know, where it has nothing but cupcakes. And
Remember, you used to get the samples. You used to actually be able to put your little smokies in there and grab your own samples at the grocery store.
oh yeah,
You remember that?
Yep.
Those days are over.
Those days are all over
Yeah.
for now.
They ain't gonna have none of that shit self-packing no more.
Right. So I think in today's society, nobody would really grow this shit. I think with this COVID-19, maybe it's gonna push a sort of culture.
So do you think we'll ever get back to normal or just start a new normal?
We'll start a new normal.
It's a new normal
Yeah,
because
I think
like,
that's what it's gonna be.
it's like it was frowned upon before to put mask on and go in stores. Now if I don't have a mask on, I'm the
But
asshole.
one thing I
You know
got
what I
to
mean?
say.
Everyone's gonna look at you and start, hey, where the fuck is your mask, man?
Yo,
Oh,
that's
you
gonna be
feel
the
like
you
new
want to
that.
have a bandana? I'm
People
sure
are gonna
I'll
flip
walk
out
in
and
here.
shit like that.
All it
Because I
does
already
is-
see it. I already see it in some
Yeah.
stores.
People do flip out and look at you.
Well, that's what any big thing is just to pit people against each other. So no matter what, especially in
It's
this
the
country, it
morons with
seems
the
like
smart people.
you just want to pit. It's Democrats, Republicans. It's this Star Trek fans, Star Wars fans.
Right.
It's mass versus non-mass.
Yeah.
Everything's like pitting people against each other.
It is
so how do
in
you
a
have
way.
a together society when everything's a war between two?
Different
You know?
classes
Because
or
he got
whatever.
away with so
The reds
much
against
shit.
the blues.
And why
the
why the hell did Kylo Ren fucking commit genocide and fucking planet
That's
But
a
we're
good
all just
point.
supposed to forget
No,
about
that's a
it.
good point, because he blew up several fucking planets, but yet they're like, huh, he's a good guy.
They look deep down. You know, it's a redemption story. It's like
Yo, fuck that. You just murdered millions of people.
millions of people.
And those
Wiped
people,
out-
before they go kill
Wiped
million
out
people,
whole
they
fucking
wiped
planet.
Planet disseminated them.
But
Oh,
then
that's a good
Oh.
word.
Hey, did you guys notice
Disseminate.
this though?
I like that. Word of the day?
Word of the
Anakin
day.
and Kylo Ren both slaughtered little Jedis before they did mass extinctions.
hell yeah. That's the
What's that?
They killed the little Jedis, remember? Anakin did it.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
Kylo
power of the
Ren
dark
did it?
side.
I was unaware that Darth Vader,
So you have to go fucking kill
you know,
kids.
massacred little children
Yeah.
because they didn't really mention that in Star Wars, but yet brother and sister are kissing
It's
in
okay.
Star Wars, and then they do it in Empire Strikes Back.
But they didn't
Well,
know.
it's like little troll Jedi, so he didn't even look at them like real people.
Now that I think
Get
about
rid
it,
of them.
Star Wars is pretty
Like,
fucked
you
up,
knew they're a
man.
Padawan.
Now
you
that you got me thinking about it,
It's kind of
It
fucked
is.
you
up.
guys totally ruined Star Wars for me.
Hey, he's like,
Right.
the,
Well, it's a microcosm of Nazi Germany, right? So you want to slaughter the weak, keep one race, and keep one race
so
in
slaughter a
power.
bunch of kids
Right,
first,
but
then
they
slaughter
never
people.
talked about fucking incest and shit. But
I
apparently,
guess.
Star
It
Wars
doesn't
has a
matter.
sprinkle of that in it.
More than a
Just for
sprinkle.
just for added
That's
controversy.
in the foundation of the whole story. Is
That's
the
what it
incest.
sounds like.
Yeah.
But they didn't know though.
But see, if you're looking at that, then what are you looking at? It's a movie.
Right.
You know?
But
It's
why
like-
didn't
it's
always
like
tell
Children
them
in
from
the
the
Attic.
start, like, hey,
Right. You ever seen that movie?
hey,
I've never seen it.
You ever heard the book?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Children in the Attic or Flowers in the
I
Attic?
think
Flowers
Obi-Wan
in the
Kenobi
That's a
was
great
fucking
book.
asshole then.
That does not
Yeah.
sound like
He
a
didn't
great
tell
book.
Luke,
Great
hey,
book.
By the way, bro, that's your sister.
You never seen Flowers in the Attic?
Never seen
Hey,
it.
you see that?
So-
You
Wait,
know
wait,
that?
wait.
So it's a book.
Okay.
Then they made a film adaptation back in like the 80s, I believe.
I think so.
And then Lifetime watched it. It was great. They made another adaptation of it, like 2010 or some shit like that.
Right.
And anyways, moral of the thing is, this lady's husband dies. She takes her kids to her grandparents' house, who hates them all. Ends up abandoning the kids with the grandparent or the grandma. The grandma locks them into this fucking attic. They're in there for years. The brother and sister start fucking each other and falling in
Oh,
love.
kids attic?
Well, yeah. Flowers in the attic.
Flowers
So
in
that
the
depends.
attic?
What else are they gonna do?
That's a fucking Lifetime movie, huh?
So the two
Sounds
older,
like a girl named Anne.
the boy-
hiding from the,
Watch it on
hiding
Lifetime
from the
as a little
Nazis.
kid.
Mrs. Frank.
Yeah, sounds like a girl named Anne Frank.
well, this
Hey,
isn't
that
like
little
Anne
girl
Frank,
got
but
some slaughter.
but the boy and the girl, so they're raising the younger siblings up there, and the two fall in love and start fucking pretty much because they're in their
Yeah.
teenage years when they get locked up in there.
The hormones are flowing.
Hormones are flowing.
Okay, that's a horrible book.
They hit puberty together, and then they just start Fucking.
So they're together? Or
Hey,
what's
but is
the
it more
outcome?
horrible
Are
than
they-
Obi-Wan letting
or are
Luke
they
kiss his
just-
sister?
So they eventually
You
escape
think
in
Obi
the
would
first
have
book,
told him
and then
that?
they
Oh,
try
he did,
to
yeah.
they try to
Obi-
if these
Obi
buffoons
was
can shut the
gonna-
You think
fuck up.
You think he's a sick
Hey.
now?
Hey, I'm telling them what happens in the fucking book.
I already know what happens in the book.
That book should be set.
You watched the Lifetime movie, huh?
I watched all of
That
it.
book should be set.
Anyway.
This nigga watched
You
him
know
while
what?
fucking his
If I went to
sister.
Schindler's and if that book was on the outside
You
of
would get
that
it?
one room
You would get
that
it?
separates
Special
adult
room?
material, yeah.
I'll punch him.
So,
And on that note, how come that door was always squeaky on that Schindler's door to the special room?
I don't know
And why did it have a big mirror in the back where the whole store could see you go into the special room?
Right. I think that was like an
Oh, the pervert back
anti-theft mirror.
Anti-creep mirror.
Yeah, because I remember one time when I went down to Schindler's and I went into
porn?
that. Yeah, I went into the porn section. So
That
I'm like looking at the magazine, you know, checking out some titties.
I just want to see one today.
Not buying it, just watch, looking at it. Like, ah, it's okay.
I just want to see one.
As a lonely troll should.
You know, just one today. So,
And he
You
probably
saw more than that.
so I'm looking at this one today. So this dude comes walking through like this. And
With his
fucking-
trench coat on?
fucking- No, he's like looks at me and goes, "What's up?" So then he walks to the back.
he looks in the eye when
So he
he's
walks to
walking
the
out.
back of it, he grabs the magazine, and he's fucking
While we're looking at Playboy,
flipping
I'm
through
looking
it.
in the eyes, what's up?
And then all of a sudden I see him sort of, you know, doing something. So I put my magazine back after looking at that one today. And then I go up to the counter, I'm walking past the counter, and I see the two white dudes looking at the monitor like this. And I said, "Hey, man, I think that dude's jerking off back there." He said, "I fucking knew it, man." Fucking Beavis and Butthead are like staring at the monitor.
Man,
Fucking-
thank God the third world of sex world came around later. But back in that time, I guess it was
Thank God for
desperate
internet.
times.
Yeah.
It was more of a seedy era.
Shout out to Shinders.
Hey,
Shout
thank
out
God
Shout
for
out to
Shinders.
Shinders.
Thank
Link
God for
below.
internet.
It's no
Link
longer-
below.
Check out the link below.
Shout out video update
Hey,
back
shout
in the
out,
90s.
shout out
Yup.
Google.
Link below
Hey,
for a
you gotta
video
shout out
update.
Google for giving us
What
Pornhub.
happened to Shinders? Why did it shut up? I mean,
'Cause Google brought us
Why did
Pornhub.
it? Why did it close up?
Because Google browse Pornhub.
I was about
No,
to say a
but
similar
Schindler-
thing in a way though.
Shinders
because
was
of
a
the-
comic book
Magazines.
magazine. You could buy your sports your sports.
fantasy football magazines.
Right.
Hey,
you
anyone
could,
selling
you could
little
buy
kids fucking-
autographed footballs, baseballs from
Posters.
Shinders, posters.
You know what? You support a business that sells little kids cards for like $300, like those Pokemon cards.
Oh,
You remember those? Some of those cards were like $300.
yeah.
They
Some
were.
of the prices were quite
And parents
inflated.
are buying them for their sons and shit. Like one fucking.
Were
card
you guys
for
in
three-
on that Pokemon
Yeah,
thing?
because that was like currency at school.
Not me.
No.
John.
Yeah, I was
John,
too
what?
old for that.
It was currency at
What?
school.
What? Did you ever collect anything?
No, but Joe, my brother, collected
Yup.
bobbleheads.
Yeah, I
He was
remember
big
you
on the
told me that.
bobblehead
He had
scene
quite
for a
the
while.
collection.
Shout out Joe.
Shout out to Joe. How you doing, Joe?
Yeah.
Is he going
Hope
bald?
you're staying safe, Joe. Make sure you wash those monos. And Joe, check out the links below.
Patches,
Patches
catering.
Catering.
Shout out to Liz for Joe.
Shout out Lids.
Shout out Liz.
Yeah.
Liz.
Lids locker room, Egan. Go get
Oh.
your merchandise.
Really?
Load up.
Yes.
sir.
Joe, if you go back, hit me up so I can go get me a Indian's cap with that Indian
He
on
wants
it.
that Chief Wahoo hat.
Chief Wahoo. So he collected bobbleheads, but you never collected anything.
Not what basketball cards, baseball cards. That was the.
So you
extent
did
of
collect
stuff.
those cards.
Cards, yeah.
So what made those cards valuable?
The currency on them, like what you could do with
well,
them.
when I took them to Shinders, I found out they weren't valuable. I was like, dang, I need $20 to get through the week. I need to just get a couple, pennies in
Right.
my pocket. And I went there, and they're like, yeah, you're better off keeping those cards for your own viewing. Like,
So,
yeah.
so
Put 'em
when
in your
you
bike.
collected the cards, what were you guys looking for when you collected cards that made the cards valuable?
Oh, the value.
Because I know someone else does that still. I think it's lowball.
Yeah.
I
He
think
really
lowball is-
he looks he collects fucking Pokemon cards still.
No, he's into the collecting of the
Sports cards.
of the sports cards and
Oh,
everything
okay.
like that. Where you kind of got lucky.
Does he have a lot of them?
He has quite the collection.
Do you remember exactly where he lives?
He's low ball.
Shout out to Lowball.
Shout
Check
out
the
to
link.
low ball. So he's quite the collector of various things. But like you got lucky where Uncle Gary's working out there at that rich apartment complex.
Yeah.
And somebody decided to throw a rockaroo Slugger baseball bat.
But what
away.
happens if a rock crew has like one of those bad
A
incidents
real
in the public?
Rackaroo bat? Or a-
Yeah,
We'll show
it
to you
has a
today.
signature.
Okay.
But yeah, a Rockaroo baseball bat. Gary sent me the picture. Saying, "Whose autograph is this?" I think I sent you the picture.
Yeah, I had seen it on the group text.
Yeah, you said
Yeah.
I think that's Rockaroo.
To this day, don't know who he is. But I got his bat. Shout out Rockaroo.
Yep, shout out Rockaroo. Hope
Great
you're doing
hitter,
good.
black Jew.
Yup,
Yeah.
he converted.
Yep.
So shout
Fellow
out Rockaroo.
heart
Doing
failure
good.
patient. Shout out.
True
Yup.
story. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
but he got
anyway,
his heart,
Found the
though.
donor.
so oh yeah, that's right, he did.
Of course he is. Look how much money he has.
So this baseball bat has a little value.
Well, what
you
happens
know?
when Rock Crew like ruins a smut? You know, he drags through something like
Oh,
commits
he
an
gets
incident.
caught up in controversy?
Yeah, like
Not
Kevin-
Rockaroo. He's
No.
Are you
he-
sure?
yeah, because he's already.
You never know, man. It's never
I
too
mean,
late.
everybody is nowadays.
Cause
Yeah.
Bill Cosby shows you it's never too late.
Right.
They give you buildings and a bunch of other shit.
Kirby Puckett had a history of, semi-abusing women and cheating.
Right.
him
So-
I think he
statue.
choked out his wife or something.
yeah, so they're probably going to want to take his statue down, too, at some
Oh,
point.
damn.
I mean, that's where
Oh,
we're
that's
at,
why you
right?
made the comment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I made the
Oh,
Puckett comment.
wow.
But Puckett was my hero,
Where he was
sports-wise.
running like this from
Showed
the
you how to hit a
law.
ball.
Yeah.
Hello.
So
That
maybe
was-
that's why he's
Hello?
like
Hello.
that.
Hello.
He showed you how to hit a ball
Hello?
and not hit a lady.
That
maybe
sounds
he's
cool.
like, I got to run from
Yeah.
the police.
Hello?
No, but back to your comment about the collectibles.
Yeah.
Like, if you're looking back at cards, what you're looking for is the rarer cards, and you're looking
Press and
for,
shit.
like, say you wanted a Kirby Puckett rookie card.
Okay.
That's going to be worth more than
But it
you
had
know,
to be
Joe
printed by-
Schmo.
Well, I thought what made the
or
car valuable was the errors.
Who's
from the
Kirby
print.
Puckett?
Kirby Puckett is
the
a
greatest Minnesota twin of all time.
yeah.
So
Two-time World Series.
doesn't matter then.
Lowball might say Harmon Killebrew, but hey, Puckett brought us 2 World Series.
Yes,
so
he
Kirby's
did.
my childhood hero.
Yes, Kirby
Little short,
Puckett
fat
was the
guy,
foundation.
Number
I believe.
34, the center fielder, Kirby.
How many,
Kirby Puckett was the foundation for the Twins. I mean, yes,
He's a
a
hero
lot
in
of
this town.
yeah, a lot of
Kinda
great
is.
baseball players before Kirby, but I think Kirby brought
The
that
World Series.
the World Series, and he
Yep.
was that hitter.
He also transcended the sport because he had
Twice,
the
though.
charisma, he had the
Yeah.
smile,
He had a character.
He had that all-around personality about himself.
So
He made it
everyone
possible
around
for the
baseball
Michael
loved him,
Vicks.
not just
Yeah.
Minnesota.
He made it possible for the Michael Vicks, the Cam Newtons, and that.
Well, he made it possible that
because how they tolerate their character. You know what I mean?
Right.
They let Michael Vick get away with so much shit.
it could be. I mean,
To a point where
they-
you're like,
they-
all right, we gotta cut this shit, man.
I
Busting
think-
with weed, but dead dogs, you gotta cut this shit. You're fired.
we draw the line. Hey, you
draw the
killing
line.
dogs.
Yeah.
So
You got
anyway,
lied.
Google Kirby Puckett though. Legend.
Wife beater.
I will add that on my not to do list.
Hey, I heard it. He's a great
Yeah.
hitter.
So I thought what they look for in cards is like the misprints,
The rookie cards.
or not just the rookie
You're
cards.
talking about like the flaws or the little
Yeah, the
imperfections
flaws in it.
They
or,
do.
Or like that one baseball player that had "fuck you" on the bottom of his bat. So when they took his photo,
Oh yeah. his
when
team
he's
photo.
holding
You
it,
sure that wasn't a Johnny Pukes baseball card?
no. But that card right
Seems
away
like something I do,
got
though.
through
Yeah, it does.
got through all the process. And when they printed it,
Yeah.
that card right away became a collector's card.
Because it was so unique.
Right,
Yeah, there's
'cause-
truth in that.
You know
But
they
I
kinda
think the
forced that,
general
too?
cards is about the great player. Was it their first card? How many cards were printed on
Right.
that particular brand?
Right.
Things like that.
Okay, so that's what you're looking for.
We'll have to get
so,
an actual analyst on to tell us the truth on
The
that.
analist.
So when you went, yeah, the analyst.
I want
So
to
when
stay
you
away
went
from
through
those.
all these cards and you collected like fucking 50 of them,
Way more than that.
Way more.
A gazillion.
And you said, you know what? I need 20
You
bucks to
wasted
go
your
get some
allowance, huh?
fucking milk.
Yeah.
And you took your fucking cards and then you went down to Shinder's and you said, hey man, give me 75 and I'll let you have them. And they looked at you and said, hey man.
He said, hey man, good luck. Take those cards and put them back in your trunk where you got them from.
And they said, all right, well, I'll tell you what, here's a better deal.
Yeah. And what's sad is I put all the cards in alphabetical order by team, by year, by
Whoa.
brand of card. So I went all in. But we're talking about pre-technology. We didn't have
Right.
internet. We didn't have Netflix. We didn't
Right.
have smart thermostats, smart TVs. We just had time.
Do you
and,
think
cards.
the way society is going today that we're gonna have a race of dumb humans because
We already
everybody- because everybody uses the internet for everything. Nobody
Kinda.
learns how to write. Nobody learns how to spell.
They don't teach cursive no
We're
more.
getting to an idiocracy level of humanity.
You think so?
It's
Yeah, we're
like
getting
Layla and
dumber.
them will never know
There's
what's
no doubt about
like
it.
a dictionary without Google.
Where if you don't have your cell phone,
Like you guys are
your
the only people
smartphone,
that are
you're
left
lost.
that know
Yep.
about Google.
You're totally
Nobody
lost.
knows.
There's a lot of that because we don't have the conversations
It's like
anymore.
Jay, how do you guys get around in the '80s and pagers and shit? What the
well,
fuck was
because
that?
you had to
Yeah.
actually remember
You know?
phone numbers.
What the fuck's a
Right.
You
dictionary?
actually had to remember stuff.
And
Today
we-
you don't have to remember nothing.
Like you
Correct.
actually had to have a dictionary at your house too.
Right, you had to have dictionary
Like
so you could
yellow
look up
pages.
something. You had
So,
to have a phone
Hey,
book.
so when you travel, you had to actually have a real map. Man. You
Well,
couldn't
yeah, you
just.
had to read a
There was
real
no
map.
Apple
Yeah.
Maps,
It
Google
was like Lewis
Maps.
and Clark.
It was,
Hey, yeah,
it
bus
was-
maps.
It was like losing Clark.
Did you have a
No,
compass?
No,
Yeah,
I-
bus
Funny
maps.
thing about it, he couldn't even read a map.
but I kind of knew which way I was going.
He didn't see the color point
you
north.
know? But yeah, essentially
You got a
then
got a
you had to
compass.
remember shit. But now you don't have to remember anything.
Well,
No.
because like Layla doesn't know a life without, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she does. Our niece.
You guys know what it's like not to have all this fancy
and you
shit.
sort of do too.
Kinda.
But
I
yet
got the start of it.
No.
Because I always
Right.
had the internet and Google. That's why I'm good with computers, because we had it at a young age.
I wouldn't say you're good, but you are.
Like
good.
Layla can run his tablet without him using passwords.
The wiring's crossed.
I would say that the red wire's where the blue wire's supposed to be, but you're pretty proficient. Yeah.
Can't read much, but hey, man.
Yo, he's been reading, look at it. Color coded
Reading's
that shit.
overrated now. It used to be fundamental. They used to say.
Yeah.
It really used to
Yeah.
be a fundamental thing. But now you just Google can tell you how to say the word. It actually does now,
And
huh?
translate.
Yeah.
Because what was the word that I was having trouble with? Where
Oh, when you're like Matomai?
yeah, montom.
was-
I was putting in letters that weren't even there. So.
Fucking
You made up a
Balto
word?
meal.
Oh, Jay was trying to. I told Jay to
Was
spell
there two G's in
nefarious.
it?
Nefarious. He was like NEPHA.
The Horace.
He was like, because it makes that sound.
You tried to go too deep with it.
I was like, you know what else makes that sound? The letter F.
The Horace.
Farious.
Egregious spelling error by a troll.
Hey, Alexa's like, give me a word for us. No.
Yeah, he decided to complicate it all.
Yeah, the letter F makes
Forget it. PHORGET. Forget it.
Forget it.
Hey man, in my defense, man,
Yeah,
I was driving at the time, so my brain was occupied.
You're
it was
diabetes.
still egregious.
It was.
still a fucking idiot.
But you know what kind of tripped us up though, Josh? Remember that new vampire movie? Okay, so there's the word
Well, it's not new, but
well,
it's been
so
out
there's,
for
there's Nosferatu. So how did they spell it?
NOS and then the number 4 and then 8, or no, 4 the letter A and then the number
Is it
2.
number now? The word?
Yeah, they made it.
Well, so that way it would be like hip, you
Yeah,
know.
they made
There's a
it
fucking
It was like
number?
Elon
So-
Musk kid. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you
It's like
read
a
it, it's like
potion.
Nas. So when you read it,
Dashes.
it's like Nas 4A2.
Scripture.
Yeah.
So Nosferatu.
Yeah, so Nosferatu became a really cool word.
Someone just
So-
trying to make up some words.
They made it safe for you to be able to read it, John.
Oh, and numbers in there? Now
Yeah.
they're going to get people confused.
So now John can sit there and go, oh, Nosferatu.
That's easy enough.
You don't think we're dumbing down society? There you go.
There you go.
Oh, and
I
numbers
think
in there?
everything is getting dummied down.
Give me like a read now.
Too much. Watered down.
Mom just
Yeah.
said that she hired somebody at her job, and when she gave her the paperwork, she told Barb she was
Oh,
like,
here.
pretty smart. Wait, she said, I'm pretty smart, but I can't read cursive.
And that's a good point because I wonder who even writes in cursive anymore.
Nobody.
Do they teach it
No,
at
they
school?
stopped teaching it.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
yeah. It
You
was a
don't have
normal. Once again, it was a fundamental.
When
thing
when I got
You
to
know, I bet you ever really do it is when you sign your name, when they say Frank.
Not even more.
And how do people sign their name? That's how they.
No,
sign
and
yeah.
when I got
I
to
don't even sign my name. I'll sign like two
Really?
scribbles. You know.
when I got to 11th grade, they stopped making us having to do it.
Really?
Yeah, 11th grade is when they stopped.
Wow, that's crazy.
Shout out
Then
US
they just
Bank
stopped
for
doing
letting
it throughout
me
all schools.
Do that.
Yeah, shout out to US Bank. Check out their link below.
But I have to say,
Hey, but I got my
I-
signature down
I'm
pat.
glad I learned it 'cause I got.
You mean your Hancock?
My John
Your
Hancock.
John Hancock.
And they'll be signing autographs at Patches.
Patches Catering.
Yes,
Coming
Patches
up.
Catering.
Off
will
of-
be having
off of-
autograph
Off of
signings.
where? 5th
Check
and
out
what?
the times and
Right, kid, that's not
scheduling
Ralphie, man.
below.
Check the links below.
Check out the links below, please.
They're gonna be like, Ralph Macchiano's here.
All right. Oh, we have a special guest that came into the studio, Paula Gomez.
Shout out, Paula.
Shout out to Paula.
Shout out.
So she just came to check out the sights and sounds.
You can look at her mask and other items she sells on paulasgifts.com.
Yeah, on Paula's Gifts. Check out the links below, please.
Links will be down
She has
below.
quite the variety.
Quite the
stuff.
variety.
And she also takes in special orders.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have an Asian sweatshop.
She,
Not yet.
I haven't gotten that big yet.
right.
Soon come.
So you're still getting a personal touch.
Yeah. Any social handles they can find you at? Anything you can, like Paula Gifts, whatever. Just
Your Twitter
the links will be
page,
down
your
below,
Twitter.
right, Jay? your Twitter. The links will be down below.
Yep, all links you'll find down below. So
Does he just like doing that?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Like and comment,
So what
like
finger
comment,
you're using,
comment
the
down
point,
below.
pinky?
Yeah, which little Smoky are you pointing up?
Was that an index or was that a pinky?
Shout out to Little Smokies.
Hashtag
Shout
Little
out.
Smokies.
Hashtag
Hashtag. Hashtag it.
Little
Hashtag troll life.
Alex,
Good to see you, Paula.
head into the grocery store.
All
Okay,
right,
sis.
enjoy.
Who enjoys going to the grocery store?
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
A lot of people find it
Alex
relaxing.
enjoy going to look
I
for
do.
organic food.
Because they didn't tell me they had the freezies at the house.
See?
Fuck you,
Shout
nigga.
out
We don't have
Freezies.
none over there.
I already got 5
Apparently,
packs.
freezies are an endangered species
At the Gomez
at the
residence.
Gomez residence because
Mostly due to Johnny, Boston
because
Johnny.
200 freezies can go gone
In a
can
day.
go missing in 2 days or 3 days.
In a day with
In a
Boston
day.
Johnny.
Some people just like to open up and they like that.
Sea Lion Slurpee.
In my defense, it was hot a couple days.
John sticks them in his pocket.
200 later.
Well, it might be.
Days coming.
It
I was
might
just
be
saying,
hot,
Arnold did it in
but
the
that
Batman
doesn't mean to
movie.
stick fucking 5 fucking freezies in your mouth at once.
Hey,
John sticking them in his fucking pockets.
Weather here in Minnesota is different in California. And
Why don't give a fuck how it is in
index. We're
California?
talking
the
heat index.
is different.
Well, it's a whole different climate.
It's muggy here and it don't get
And
muggy.
so is their
It's
intelligent
dry.
IQ
Well,
level.
that's because California geologically is a desert.
Correct.
Geologically, that's a good word to use.
And Minnesota,
Speaking.
Minnesota,
Word of the day, possibly.
That also is the word of the day, possibly.
and
To the
Minnesota
Sea
is filled
Lion's
with
defense,
lakes.
If he's eating 200 of those, it shouldn't matter. Those are 200 for $1. You can get those for a gazillion pennies. You can get 1,000 freezies.
Correction.
I was just trying to put it in
Freezies.
context of
Yeah.
saying
Yeah. they're very
Nope.
cheap.
Correction. It's a 50 count for $2.86, Alex. It's a 50 count for $2.86. So fuck off. It's not 100 for $1.
So somebody's not getting their freezes at Whole Foods, I take it.
No.
Right, yeah.
Someone got my Cup Foods in a little thing, little deposit box.
Why
Shout
they
out
sell
Walmart,
200 for
Aldi.
Oh
$1?
yeah, shout out to Walmart and Aldi's. Those are great places to shop.
Too. For some reason they bundle them up.
What
Why not,
happened?
Gary?
Because that's how we got roaches.
Nigga,
Who
you
got
got
my
roaches?
Could be.
Are you sure the roaches don't already live there?
It was at my mom's house.
Oh, okay.
And the ones that lived there, I hear.
it
Hashtag
could be.
Frogtown.
It could be, but after the exterminator, we haven't had that issue again.
And,
then
but
again-
we haven't been really going to all these like that.
Right.
The only reason
Yeah.
why we had that problem is because
Jay-
we found a roach
And nobody knew that problem until you announced it.
in a box of cereal from Aldi's.
Because
Once
Jay,
it spreads, it spreads.
So
Yeah,
who ate that
roaches
cereal?
Roaches do
Who ate that
populate
cereal?
quite
So
quickly.
that box of non-Fruit Loops or Fruitios had some extras in it.
Yeah.
So,
it's called Loops de Fruit, Alex.
Yeah, Loops de Fruit. Yeah.
so
Loops
just
shout
be
de
careful
Fruit.
where you shop, but still give a shout out to Aldi's.
Yeah.
Definitely a good place to
Fuck
shop.
yeah, shout out to all these. Give them a
Fuck
lawsuit.
Whole Foods.
When you're on a budget.
Price is Right, Bob Barker.
All over there, that's why I go to the dollar store.
And again, we're boycotting Whole Foods till they remove the donkey, those
Yep, the
donkey
donkey-
tortilla
Yep,
chips.
the donkey
Yeah.
tortilla
Breakfast
chips.
bro, the show
Those are
fish roll.
quite offensive.
Is
Yeah.
it really getting that bad that they're starting to, get rid of stuff that...
It is. That's what Alex
Starting. No, we're in the midst of
I mean,
it.
yeah.
God damn, John. How many more are you going to eat? Because all I'm hearing is you sucking on shit.
Gary, yeah, I think he ate all your fucking candy.
I told you.
It's good.
I think he ate all the
All I'm hearing is him fucking
food.
sucking
My
on it.
mom was probably all gone too. Look at you got 2 already.
No, one's
Not
that
mine.
Alex, would you like the cold one?
Hey, shout out to Gary for this
Yep.
palatial regalia here up here.
Would you like another one?
Nice studio.
You're fine
Gary, want to
refreshment.
get him a nice
Pepsi.
cold one, please?
Yes, I can get
We like to keep our guests refreshed.
Good looking out. Like the place.
That's my job.
Well,
Make sure everybody's comfortable.
Okay, but you're still.
but yeah, you're still sitting
Why
down.
the fuck you still sitting down, Butler?
Okay, thank you.
We have yet to see you get
Studio
up.
here at the
You
house
think
on
Alfred
Haunted
does that
Hill
when
is
Batman
actually
tells
pretty
him to do
palatial.
Yes,
I
and
enjoy
that,
Yes.
that is a really good word today. Palatial.
Palatial.
I like that. That is the word today. Also.
Why do you want to get palatial?
Palatial? Can you say that word?
Why do you want
Or, here's
Why do you
another
want to be
one,
palatial?
reputable.
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 I like
I
that.
like that word.
A reputable
This
gas
is a very
station.
reputable gas station.
Yeah, 'cause
Not
this
here in
one-
Frogtown.
No.
This one ain't kicking you out real quick.
Yeah, 3 of them I couldn't get into a restroom at. So I went to a reputable holiday gas station and I was able to take a shit.
In
one
peace.
thing
On a
I-
holiday.
Shout out to Holiday Gas
Shout out to
Station.
Holiday.
But one thing I got to say is
I
where
always
that
like
that
baby
that
wipes.
crunchy where that crunchy crispy chicken is served.
Yes.
They have a really nice
That's a
bathroom.
great
Oh,
gas
it's an
station.
extremely
That-
nice gas
that's-
station.
Yeah, that's called the Now Mart over in Crystal.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
the Now Mart. Shout out to the
Shout
Now
out to the
Mart.
Now Mart.
If you ever get a chance to go there,
And shout out to Crispy
check out the
Crunchy
link
Chicken.
below.
Shit, go to now.
And shout out Crispy Crunchy Chicken.
And shout out to Crispy Crunchy Chicken.
Fire.
Fire are
Yep.
Hey, where's
delicious,
that at?
Tasty.
very
At
tasty.
the
And-
Now Mart in Crystal.
Oh, okay.
Shout out
Yeah.
Now Mart in Crystal.
Yes.
We don't have a
A cru-
Dollar here in St. Paul, do we?
No, we
don't
do
have a
not.
Crystal in Frogtown either. It's just a Frogtown.
Oh, there's a
Frogtown.
Crystal in Frogtown.
Shout out Crystal Meth.
You're just looking on the wrong block.
But we do have a Speedies.
There's a crystal.
You got Speedies, and you got a lot of plywood on all the stores.
A lot of
too.
plywood.
plywood.
Hey, a lot of it says George.
Yeah.
A lot of it
you
has
wanna
George
listen to
name
George
on it.
guy?
I don't know, man. His name's everywhere. What a dick for tagging his
Overnight
name
celebrity, I think. Maybe he
everywhere. What
had
a
a
dick
sex
for
tape or
tagging his
something.
name everywhere.
Who?
George.
Yeah, it is.
Popular
it's-
guy.
He's a very popular guy. And it's funny how that was the tipping point, the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Nah, it's more like
That
the mascot.
started all
Yeah.
this.
And it
It's
happened
more like-
in our
it's more
great
like the-
city of Minneapolis.
Yep, it happened in the great
Twice.
city of
Southside.
Minneapolis. What's that? Jim? Twice.
Remember Falcon Heist happened?
Right, but it didn't spark
Right for a fruit
the.
cup?
I'll take a soda though.
It didn't quite spark
Are those
the
expired?
outrage that is snowballing today,
Ah, people just got
which is really snowballing.
Well, think you're
It's
you're in
snowball.
your house all winter.
I don't even think I can say that snowball.
Yeah.
You're in your house all winter, like being.
That
Snowball.
could be it.
Snowball.
And you know what I mean? You're even fucking been in quarantine like 6 months, and all this shit's happened. You're bound to
That
snap.
could be a reason why.
You're bound to
Well,
snap.
forget about the technology uprising. Look, we've got like every human in every
I
category
didn't know it was
uprising
possible to
right
pop
now.
open an ATM and
We've
burn
got
that
the
motherfucker.
Black Lives Matter.
Right.
Now we've got an even resurgence of kind of a Me Too movement from
Right.
the local rappers that's happened here recently. A lot of
What
stories
is
are
that?
coming out.
Can you touch base on that?
Yeah, the basis of it is a whole community. The Minneapolis rap scene has had people coming out with reports of misogyny, reports of female abuse, sexual abuse, and different things like that. And it's coming out like rampant, like out of the
Really?
woodwork. Yeah.
So, I'm not saying
Why didn't they
females
just pay
are,
them- why didn't they
are
just
getting
pay them like
abused,
you were-
but isn't that kind of like what goes with the territory of the rap
Are you
scene?
sure they're just not
of,
upset?
of
They see
womanizing,
the opportunity.
you know, drinking, and all those things kind of are in that scene.
I think I see it as
But
an
I
opportunity
don't know
to take these guys'
what
money.
what these women are
Sexual abuse is never okay.
right.
Thank you.
Sexual abuse is never
Only when it
okay.
really happens and not
On any
through
scale.
line.
Keep your hands and penis and vaginas to yourself.
Right, you know?
No
You know?
penetrating.
No
acting
means
like
no.
that.
Cause
Oh
sexual
my God,
assault
it's so
is a vice
slippery.
versa thing.
It's
Men
so
have been
slippery.
sexually
Why is that
assaulted by
falling
women as
in?
well. Let's not
Right.
forget.
But then if
Oh,
you
I
if
feel
you're
it. My penis just fell in you.
but like
Oh, you
Like
tripped over,
Gary.
Dylan?
Forget it.
like Gary when he was doing his whole karate, like he said he was a black belt. And by the way, Alex, black belt means nothing.
I hear. I
Yes.
hear you can buy a black belt.
You can.
I heard they sell it for like $35.
I don't know if you can say
a
that though.
week.
You can buy a black belt.
Is that PC?
Yeah.
Well,
I
you can
think
buy a
that-
brown belt too.
Buy anything.
You
Well,
can buy anything now.
Economy now.
Well, I
You
was
get yellow,
Yeah.
white, black, brown,
right.
blue.
You can
So-
buy yourself a wife if you want.
You can get the William
I think
Shatner,
you can buy
Captain
it on
Kirk.
Amazon too if you got a Prime membership.
Oh, yeah. It's true.
Even
I don't know if
quicker.
they still
I don't
have
know.
mail order wives.
I don't know.
Is that still a
Yeah.
thing?
What about that driver
Oh.
who quit mid shift with their packages? Think of everyone who packages on that fucking
Oh, that
truck.
guy that quit.
Just quit mid-shift.
Yeah, so apparently there's a video
What
of
a
a guy
dick, huh?
who works for Amazon, and he got out of the van and said, "Fuck this, I quit," and he walked away.
What about all those packages?
Wow.
That
Yeah.
Well, they've got to be working under some serious pressure, though, don't they? With the
I
time
would
constraints
think
they
so, but
have?
it's no different from a mail
A
carrier.
regular job.
Yeah, you know. But anyways, back to what you're saying about this whole rap scene. It's like when this guy here was in the prime, when Gary was in the prime of his karate. When you were a black belt, you sat at the VIP table.
Okay.
And all the groupies.
Prestigious.
Right. All the prestigious karate fighters. You know, they had
So
groupies.
you got the leftovers,
Cobra
huh?
Kai.
Right. Yep. Cobra Kai.
Shout out Cobra Kai.
Yep. Shout out Cobra Kai. Check out the link below.
So Jerry, you got the leftovers, huh?
Yes, I did. I didn't get leftovers. I mean, I was even one of those little groupies. Hey!
You weren't even at the table.
He was one of the garbage pail
Hey,
kids.
brother, let me wipe the sweat off you.
So in any circle of entertainment, you have groupies, and those groupies, I don't even think they use the word groupie anymore.
Well,
Probably.
for one reason.
But they gravitate towards the
They
people of
gravitate
power,
towards the
if you will.
people
They want
in
to
that
be around the
scene.
talent.
Right.
So
They
are
want to be
do
around the people that made things happen.
Still
So-
goes on to this day.
right? So do you think
Musicians, athletes.
some of those girls, after the next morning when they wake up and they're like, "What the fuck did I do?" You know. And instead of some girls probably waking up and say, "Oh my God, I slept with that dude" or whatever.
He raped me.
So some say, "Oh fuck." Now,
And that's the impossible thing you never gonna
Hey,
know.
Right,
You
and
take
that's
the
the
person's
thing.
word for it. In the climate now, you definitely have to take a woman's word
Right.
for it. But here's the other side of it too. I heard today listening to your guy Joe Rogan.
Yep.
Shout out Joe Rogan.
Shout out Joe Rogan.
Yep.
Thank you for the podcast startup kit.
He said he was talking to a friend that had been accused of sexual assault, right? So the guy was totally innocent, did nothing wrong, but was accused. So his name was already thrown into the
It was already
flames.
muddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything.
It's a little dirty.
Turned out, didn't do any of it. No repercussions for the female that wrongly accused him.
It was
So
never
where
me.
does so yeah? So
Yeah, it'll
that's a
never
problem.
Sometimes
though, right?
it is, though.
If you can just
Sometimes.
accuse anybody of
No,
anything and
never.
never
And
get
you
in trouble
can.
for
I
it,
think you
then-
can.
It happened to that one girl,
You know,
because that one girl was
false
going to
I
jail.
think you can
She did it
accuse
to that
somebody
football player.
of something
But you
without
gotta-
any repercussions.
She did it to that football player.
Okay,
That-
so
she said that raped
let's put
her.
it like this.
The college
okay?
kid
Yeah.
If
who
it
could have went
happened-
pro, but that white girl said she
Not
got
saying
raped
that
by
you-
him
I'm just
Right.
saying.
because she
if
didn't
it
want to
did
say
happen,
whatever the fuck.
look,
She got drunk and got fucked by the dude, and that was it.
But that's what he's saying. He's saying there's
But
no
not,
repercussions.
yeah, this girl is actually in jail now for it.
good job,
Oh,
man.
so there was
Yeah, she got
repercussions.
charged because he was in jail for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
was
I'm
it?
just
Yeah,
saying,
false
We'd have to look
imprisonment.
that
you
up.
got accused
It was false
by
imprisonment.
somebody for something that you didn't do.
Because he had to sit there
And then
5
you
years
have
as
that
college.
popularity
He
of,
could have went pro and
you
everything.
attract
Oh, wow.
certain
That's why they made a big
people,
deal out of it. They're like, what the fuck?
And you go ahead and you at a party doing whatever,
'Cause
and
that-
you happen to sleep with somebody. I mean, do you sit there and you say, "Hey, can I see your ID?" You know,
Consent
before we,
and all
yeah,
that?
So before we do anything, no, you're doing it because you're having a good time and it happens. Now the repercussion is what happens afterwards.
Exactly.
The next day, because she can file anything she wants to against you, even though it was all consent from the get-go from the first time. So what do?
Give a
I
fake
probably
name
would
and
be
leave in
rather
the morning.
to just say, you know what, I'm not even going to do anything. As long as I didn't get charged or whatever, I'll just drop it and move on, and then just go my way.
So I
Because now
guess
you're looking at lawsuits, this and that, you know, and now your name
Get in
is
your
out
room.
there.
Yep.
Well, you're the
Your name
jackass
was-
that
was
use
your
your real
name,
name.
Could
Right.
be a pedophile or
Well, you're the
somebody.
jackass that
But
used
you
your
see
real
what I'm
name.
saying?
Right.
But that's not what you put yourself into. It just happens to be. I'm a person of a high stature that fights, and people want to be around me and want to kick it with me.
so. You got to watch
The
out who
problem
you
is,
surround yourself
you
with.
have
Yeah.
to be careful
Really.
about who's around you.
Especially now.
And
Yeah.
who's got your back. You know,
Mhm.
do your friends got your back? Do you, more or less, you need to have your own back, because it don't matter if your friends are there or not.
Yeah.
They're not going to take the fall for you.
Because you gotta know who's
No,
gonna snitch on you too. Like, this
you
man
have
will
to
crack
pay
under
out.
pressure.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
He
Yeah,
would
you're
just
right.
spill his
Pay out.
fucking guts.
Here's the X factor too now. You got social media in play on all these
That's
cases
the biggest
now,
thing.
too. So you got Facebook posts, you have text messages, you have
Twitter.
every Twitter.
Everything.
Hey, real
Anything
quick,
involved.
shout out to Gary because that's the most wise shit he's ever said.
Hey,
Because it happened to him.
Shout out-
His karate
that
kid
was
went down the
profound.
same way.
Fascinating.
Shout out to Little Chuck. Thank
yeah.
you.
Shout out to
Well
Lil
played, Lil
Chuck.
Chuck, the Karate Kid.
So that's happened to your karate career?
What's that?
So what happened? That was your karate career, huh? That was a true story you just told us.
Yeah, because this happened.
It happened to you, huh?
I ain't gonna lie.
That's not the
No,
story.
no. There's a lot of things that have happened, John, that you never been around.
But that's why we're comparing it now to a thing
Right.
that happened and
Because-
how it's so different
because
now.
then
the same
he
thing
didn't
that
have no
happened
social
today.
outlets.
I wasn't just in karate. I was in breakdancing.
Speak your story.
Yeah.
Gary.
So
Yep.
it was.
You're a dirt
It was. I was
diggler.
around a lot of people.
He's
Yeah.
dirt
So-
diggler.
I'm just saying, it
to your
just
mouth.
happens.
Yep.
It just happens.
just
You know.
happens. Right.
There you go.
Okay, but I'm just telling.
So did you get any
All right.
STDs from this?
Man, I had a lot of fun. I met a lot of people.
I said you got a lot of
and-
STDs from this.
I will say.
Well, I don't even know if you know how to spell that word that you just said. All right, so and then you're gonna ask me if I know what it
Hashtag
meant.
spelling Nazi.
Yeah, exactly.
Dick burned in the
A
morning.
Yeah.
lot of people
Nah.
went down
Are milky?
to the community.
But I'm just
clinic
saying,
and went to room 101.
Oh.
But-
People call it drippy dick before.
I hate to say it though, but my brother can admit that he was with me on a lot of stuff that I done did
A lot of
coming up, doing karate and breakdancing.
So you guys drug
He's,
money.
There was a lot
he's
of
been at a
nefarious
lot of
activity.
hotel
In
parties.
the eye, if you will.
Yeah,
Like a little
he's
bit.
been at a lot
If
of
you could
hotel
imagine
parties,
So
a
you
lot
lied-
of house
so
parties
you
that
lied
we
to these girls and
threw.
you
We
flexed
did a
and
lot
you
of
dicked them,
things.
huh?
If you can
And
imagine this,
we haven't had a lot
on
of
a
good,
bigger scale.
a lot of people.
on his scale, this was just like little hometown party. Now imagine if you're in the Hollywood Hills and you're
You be
talking like,
flipping and dipping them.
and you're talking about this is the norm. Going
Well,
to
that's
the
it.
parties.
Yeah.
That's in
You know,
California
you know,
You're
though.
like Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
But I
talking-
mean,
Yeah.
but that's
You're
who
talking-
we were
On a
here
fucking
in
locally,
Minnesota.
Locally.
On a smaller level.
yeah,
Yeah.
on a smaller level.
But
So
it-
Like a
imagine-
scale made for ants, like a
right,
real
it's
small.
small.
Well, you could say that.
It was more like a kid's
You could
pool.
say that.
Right.
So imagine
As a
if
toddler
you're
pool.
if you're going to Ice Cube's place or Leo DiCaprio or whoever the case, or some kind of film
Harvey
producer.
Weinstein?
Harvey Weinstein.
Controversy.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
I would never go to Harvey.
I mean,
Weinstein.
But you got to.
Imagine the scale of partying
Imagine all
that.
that
But we
is.
did have that scale here. We did because you
Not
had
that
Prince.
scale.
But I think what
No,
what
no,
she's
no.
saying makes sense because no matter what, you're still gonna have the booze, you have the
Yeah.
drugs, you have
Yeah.
all the abilities.
Exactly.
exactly.
But we did have that scale here because we had Prince.
Why you guys justify
We
that?
No,
had-
but we never partied with him or at his crib.
But a party's
Is what
a
I'm
party,
saying.
no matter where.
yeah.
If you're
So
from
You might have not
Hollywood
partied
Hills.
with them, but I had.
So you partied with Prince.
I didn't party with Prince,
No, that's
but
what
I
you're
met
just
Prince
saying.
because hey, I met Prince because I
partied with the
oh,
little
Part of
purple
this
one.
game security guard.
see, you won't give me a chance to speak because you don't know. I didn't party with Prince, but I opened up for him at the
Okay, that I
Music
know.
Awards here in Minnesota.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
When we had it back at the Carlton and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you didn't get
I
to
also
party
rode
with
the
little
same
Prince?
elevator Prince rode.
No, but I partied with Alexander O'Neal
Okay.
and a few other
Okay,
people.
okay, you did
But
some
I'm
drugs
just
with-
saying,
Hey.
that's regardless of who you party with.
Well, you just said you
Our
partied with Prince.
the
Did he make
scale
you
of what
pancakes?
we did here might have been local here in Minnesota, but that would be our California here
Yeah, I can
instead
see
of
what
being
you're saying.
out
Yeah, no,
out there.
It's all relative.
Yeah,
The main point
because
is
you're still around certain celebrities and you meet certain people. It's still the same thing. It's just not a bigger scale like it is in California. We have a small scale. We're Minnesota. Shit.
We're a little small town.
But a lot of creation came out of Minnesota.
Yeah.
though.
shout out
So-
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Shout out to Minnesota.
Janet
So,
Jackson, all that
so
shit.
the one thing,
So,
Alex,
give a
that-
shout out to us.
That I have to say, so you're seeing all this snowballing, all these different local rap scenes, all these different people, all this stuff starting to come out the woodwork. So we're tearing down monuments.
Hey, real
We're-
quick,
we're-
they recorded "Can You Stand the Rain" here from
Yeah,
New Edition.
Okay.
New
Shout
Edition.
out.
That song was recorded
Shout out
here.
to here.
So shout out Minnesota.
New Edition.
Yeah.
Shout
Yeah.
out to New
Here.
Edition.
That last ride Prince took, the elevator.
The what?
The elevator.
Yeah.
You ride it at the studio.
Yep.
They let people take it.
They don't let people get in that elevator.
Yeah.
Really?
I call bullshit.
I call bullshit.
I call
$3
bullshit.
bucks, though.
Fact check.
Yep, we'll have to fact check.
Fact check that.
You wouldn't ride it?
Since Josh,
Stand where Prince stood, like his last
Since-
steps.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
since Josh
Go to
said
the
that,
floor.
Yeah.
you have to remember we have a lot of celebrities that came out of Minnesota.
Man, you
A lot
I
of
said
talent
we had
came
quite a
out of
few.
Minnesota.
I said we
Okay,
have quite a
from
few.
breakdancing to
Man, you
singing
guys had
to
Ric Flair.
everything. So
Acting.
acting, everything. We
Ric
got
Flair
we got a
came
lot
from
of
here,
talent here.
Morris Day passed through.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
Morris Day
Morris Day.
still here.
Morris Day.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Ric Flair came from here.
Hey, is Ric Flair from Minnesota?
Yeah.
It's who?
Ric Flair?
Yeah,
He
Ric
is.
Flair's,
Ric Flair's
boy.
from here?
Like, where is he from? Brooklyn Park?
Minneapolis.
I don't know if he was necessarily born here, but he lived
Yeah,
here for a while.
he was born here in
Hey.
Minneapolis.
Okay.
John,
Fact
John,
check.
just a little thing. Minneapolis
Hey,
is
so,
a
if
big
you're out there,
area.
Can you fact check that for us?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I just want to put that out, John. Minneapolis is a big area. You have a lot of places
Okay.
out in Minneapolis.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Nature Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was also
But-
at that wrestling thing they had here too.
You got to remember, wrestling started from Minnesota.
The old
AWA.
AWA days. I've heard.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about college wrestling. I'm not
We
talking about
had
that
the
fucking
Crusher.
fantasy.
Yeah.
We had
Was it Vern Gagne?
Bergagna, Greg Gagne.
Hey, the wrestlers
Everything
had to have
came
a
out of
career, though.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
I give
So,
it to the wrestlers. They did
We
all
are
that
not
cocaine and drinking
just
and partying.
a small place, but we in credit.
Okay,
okay, we're
Started
gonna
a lot
change
of stuff.
something up
we
real quick.
we a lot of entrepreneurs and everything
Hey,
came out of
wrestlers
No
gotta-
Minnesota.
doubt. Minnesota's got a rich history of
Yeah.
entertaining and
Yeah.
athletes and everything.
Yep.
Really,
Eddie Guerrero
they
got
do.
here.
Ravishing Rick Rude. Ravishing Rick Rude. Minnesota.
Yeah.
Robbinsdale,
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Yeah. There
Okay,
you
we're
go.
gonna do
Nick
something real
Swartzen
quick.
from
Oh, one of the best.
John?
Central High School
John,
here.
we're gonna do something real quick. If you guys give me a second.
He's like, one of you guys are gonna be dead in 1 second. And
Thank you
you...
for calling Ojos Locos Sports Cantina.
Why the fuck you calling El Paso?
Press 1 for hours of operation.
You gonna bother somebody at work? What a dick.
Who you calling?
Hello.
Ojos Locos, how can I help you?
Hey, how's it going? Hey, is there a cover charge?
Is there a what?
Is there a cover charge? Do I gotta pay to get in?
No.
Oh, okay. Hey, so are the girls still wearing lingerie from last night?
Yes.
Oh, you still are? Oh, that's sweet. All right, I'm gonna be there to get a couple of cervezas, and I will. I'll definitely be checking y'all out. But no, I don't have to pay to get in, correct?
Excuse me?
I don't have to pay to get in.
No, you don't.
All right. What's your name? I'm Jose.
Ashley.
Ashley, good. I'll see you in a little bit, Ashley.
Okay.
Okay, bye bye.
You dirty wetback.
Well, there's your first prank of the day. Jose.
That was the most generic
I know.
accent I ever heard in my
I know that's right.
Apparently, Ashley liked it.
I'm gonna come over there, and I'm gonna come over there. I only got a few dollars.
The Mexican
Yeah.
accent.
Holy shit.
What did she say about the lingerie?
She said apparently they're still wearing it.
Who was that? Where was it?
It's here. Check it out.
Oh,
Check it out.
I-
Right phone.
what, you got it?
It's El Paso, Texas, you probably call it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, man. Damn.
Oh, man.
I hope they didn't.
You guys remember Lamplighter? I bet
Oh yes. That place got quite a few names. Lamp lifter,
That
lamp
place is in El
lighter,
Paso, Texas.
last dirty
Okay.
bitch you ever met.
You're
Yeah.
gonna put money through a box? What the fuck place
Mhm.
is that? Did they ask you behind a wall? You just gotta slide a buck through the hole?
So,
What kind of place is
so
that,
I
man?
listened to this radio station, and the guy, when I was listening to it yesterday, said, "Hey, come on down. We're down here at some local restaurant, but they're in El Paso, Texas." So I looked it up last night, and I gave him a call. He said, "Come on down. The waitresses they're wearing lingerie, man. So ask for something." And I was like, "Fuck it." So
He said,
Oh, that's where you found it out.
yeah,
Okay.
so that's why I was like, "Fuck it." So
Crank call of the day.
Crank call of the
Gangers,
day.
Frogtown
Yeah.
That's
edition.
useful information if you live in El Paso, Texas.
but if we're ever in El Paso, Texas, I want to go to this restaurant. They look like they have.
I don't
this
think you're gonna
one
go there anytime soon, brother.
drink. They have this one drink.
He's like, it's just a few
soccer
hundred
ball,
miles away.
and it's filled with Modelo in this long like pipe. And I don't know if you drink it like that.
You're drinking out of a fucking glass dick.
Or there's a spout.
Good observation there. Good observation, John.
You got the glass
Yeah.
dick in his mouth. What are you doing?
So I don't know if you're like fucking trying to.
I don't know what pipe you're drinking out
soccer
of, but
Modelo.
yeah.
You got the World Cup.
Yeah.
So it looks like, man.
He has an ice sculpture of
But it
fucking
looks like there's-
Gronkowski.
But
Is
it
it?
looks like they deal with a lot of soccer
yeah.
stuff in this restaurant. But
Well,
I'm
it's
guessing that's because it's
Quotations.
Yeah.
Soccer stuff.
Yeah, but I'm guessing that's because they're only 50 feet from the
You-
Mexican border.
But you think
it's an
because there's two
asshole?
balls on it,
So,
you sure you weren't getting teabagged?
yeah, I'm quite sure I wasn't getting teabagged. But, yeah. So, anyways, I just thought I'd give them a call and.
Well,
Just,
I mean,
you know, to change up, change the,
yeah.
yeah, because this guy.
No, the only reason I said
With the
that because
sexual-
you said
with
a
the
long
sexual
pipe
assault,
and some balls.
Because we went down we basically went down the rabbit hole of injustice and the uprising of factions around the globe right
Sexual
now.
assaulting and stuff, man.
The local angle.
Let's get back to-
Local celebrity Gary Gomez.
Little Chuck.
Let's get back to just more basic buffoonery shit. Lighthearted buffoonery.
Yeah, let's get back to this lighthearted buffoonery, which is.
I just want to see one titty.
Yeah, we definitely took a left and a left and fucking.
And just kept going with it.
Fuck.
Then Boston Johnny sent us on another train, another expedition somewhere else.
So aliens, are they real?
Right.
Well, let's start there. Aliens, are they real?
Oh, I believe they are real. I think aliens are real, man.
Do you think they just want to see one titty?
The smart ones do. The ones that we want to chill with.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Hey, man.
Dissected the shit.
No.
Fuck all that dice.
Roswell aliens.
Fuck all that dissection, man. Let's just go check out the titty.
Yeah, I just want to see one titty. Oh, wow, wow.
Oh, look at the reflexes.
I just want to see your titty, girl.
I think you pulled it. Push that back.
Holy shit, John.
You know what? I wonder what.
Yeah, let's push the mic back.
I'm just kind of curious. I wonder what alien titties look like.
What the fuck? I wonder what alien titties look
I think they're
Titties look like.
I think they're a little elongated and gray.
I'm serious.
So you
I don't
discovered.
see no big head alien with.
So you've seen every titty you can see, huh?
That could be.
He's a connoisseur. He's a curious
I'm
mind.
a titty connoisseur.
Look like what he's staring at.
So
Alien
I mean,
picture.
they abduct us. And
So why can't we see they titties?
So I would like to abduct one of them motherfuckers.
Turn the tables. I
All
don't know.
right.
The tables are turned, motherfucker.
I don't know, G. I think the aliens are part of the Me Too movement too.
Yeah.
So aliens have rights too.
That's a little rapey.
I- So did this guy just say he wants to kidnap and cause sexual assault to an alien?
He wants to start an intergalactic Me Too movement.
Hey, Jeffrey, whatever his name
He wants
is.
to start an intergalactic.
This is an Epstein defense. If Epstein can do it,
If
why
that's what
can't
you
I?
do, why can't we start
The
one?
Federation of Space Violations has begun with this guy.
Somebody get a hold of fucking.
Traffic ring, intergalactic.
Fucking this
Somebody get a hold of Star Command quick. We must report it.
The buffoonery is blown off the rails.
Get on the Star Command.
5 star galaxies away.
This man used to.
intergalactic groper.
He's gonna have that General Hux proceed over his
Oh man!
sexual abduction.
Somebody come quick.
Star Wars Episode 10.
He's like Jabba the Hutt.
Oh shit, Gary.
Even Jabba the Hutt's gonna say, "Hey man, you gotta go."
Keep your hands to yourself, man. He's got those little flippers out there.
Somebody carbon freeze this fucker. Jeez.
Put him in that Han Solo thing for like 35 years.
Till he learns his lesson.
They gotta freeze him. What the fuck happened?
Hey, after saying that, he'd be the guy in one of those space bars in Star Wars. And he'd just be like, I kind of want to see what that looks like. The
Gary,
curiosity killed the cat.
It only takes a little bit to start this buffoonery.
Gary,
Hey, fucking you, man.
He's like, hey, there's a car.
Gary,
You wanna grope aliens?
Gary's gonna cause a intergalactic treaty and shit.
And we started talking about aliens. So I said, look, why can't we see
Hey,
aliens?
get Star Command quick. The intergalactic groper's back.
When I
Hey,
came,
if Captain Kirk was fucking green alien,
But he's not
why
groping
can't
on
we-
you.
why can't-
At least he has consent.
Oh,
He tricked them.
You don't even want consent.
when I
don't have me
came,
put the fucking mind on you, man.
when I came up to the house on Haunted Hill, it was a clean ass floor, right?
Yeah.
Now we got sweeties and Coors Light all over the bottom. We came into another dimension, man.
Hey, you look like the exorcist girl and you just spewed that.
And this
Like,
guy wants me to leave my equipment here.
I don't think so.
Unsanitary.
I was like, Gary, why are all these mics sticking?
I want to see what them look like.
Hey, man, that sounds like lowball.
I wonder what the babies will look like.
Holy fuck, guy.
that's just what
What
I
do you get when you mix two of them together?
No titties for you, man.
pocket in his book. Science experiment. 1
Spoiled
hour.
milk.
Hey,
Spoiled
wait.
milk.
That's kind of fucked up because now you put two aliens together.
Yeah.
Legal aliens.
Gary's on a mission to
But you already kidnapped them.
Gary's on a mission to set up intergalactic sexual abuse, and that's frowned upon,
Harvey
sir.
Weinstein getting charged all
Gray
over.
lives matter.
Gray lives matter.
He's getting sexual
Oh,
assault.
man.
Oh, wow.
That shit.
Alright.
That's mind blowing.
That is mind blowing.
That was funny though.
It was.
That was
Okay,
buffoonery
we'll
at
get
its
back on track
finest.
again.
So you're federally wanted, or
Dude, I don't even think we're on track.
Being on track was yeah, that was long ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if we got a car. We're
So
just
can
kind
you
of
travel
floating
outside the
right
state
now.
still?
What was that you're saying?
What?
I don't know. I thought you were saying something.
No, I said being on track was a long time ago, man.
Yeah,
We're
that-
way
man.
off that.
We're off that, man.
Well,
Yeah.
They brought up the alien thing.
And you brought up sexual assault on aliens.
Well,
That's crazy.
I don't know, man.
Why do you want sexual assault?
LQ keeps fucking with the TV,
I
man.
put on Splice. I put on that sci-fi thriller.
I know why.
That's what started it.
And
right
that's
there.
what
It's like a little troll.
And there's it. That's Baby Jerry.
Baby Jerry.
Baby Jerry.
The autobiography of
You get that the
Jerry
easy
Trollmez.
What's the name of that actor, LQ? What is that, a fucking maggot?
It's a troll.
A fucking easy bake oven?
Yeah.
This is home footage of Jerry's birth.
Weird science shit.
Oh,
You're in a
shit.
fucking
We're about to
factory.
see Jerry Borg.
Mystery Science Theater.
You fucking girl in a petri dish? He said, "You got my little kid."
Look at Baby Jerry.
Hell
You
no.
were a slug?
Damn.
Hey, man, they're
Hey,
videotaping
that-
it, too.
That's how Jay looked this morning trying to roll out of his bed.
Yeah, that's a dick, don't it? Looks like two dicks.
Oh, it does too. Look at
Oh, man, that's gross.
This is when Jerry rode on top of
Come
his.
out.
it. Oh, look at it. Uh-oh.
That dick's about to eat that dick.
Is about to eat it.
Yeah.
Is it gonna morph into one?
I think it's gonna morph into
Whoa, look
something.
at it.
Oh.
Oh.
He's gonna eat
Jake,
it.
is
Man, that dude's got a schnauzer on him, man.
On a side note, you know what one of the freakiest things I ever saw growing up was?
What?
Jerry.
Besides Jill, well, I didn't see him growing up, luckily.
Walking in the
I was a bit scarred.
That was a scary sight.
I saw a hamster eat its kids in
What?
the
I've
cage.
seen that too.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Really?
was
A
like,
hamster?
Yeah, I was like
They
6.
A hamster.
Yeah.
Not the
You didn't stop it?
The little cute little furry ones?
No, I saw it. Then afterwards, they were gone.
Did you hear Jay?
They were gone. I was
Did
like,
you
where'd the
hear-
babies go?
Yeah.
Like Robot would say, where'd the babies go?
Babies.
They were gone.
Yeah.
Really?
He called them flurries.
Why did you
though.
feed
They
your
were
dog
like
it?
pink. They were just skin, you know.
No,
Like,
but he was trying to say hair.
The little
But he said like
furry,
furry.
the little
Flurries.
Furry.
So
but
it's
he
like-
called
the
them
little
it-
furry.
Gone flurries.
I call them flurries.
Like snow flurries?
Yeah.
My teeth got in the way.
That's called trollbonics.
Hey,
Yeah, my teeth got in the way of speaking.
What, hey, what did I say? What did I say? Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, your words can't get past all the gingivitis. They try to fight their way through
It's a
it.
tendency to happen, man.
That's called that gentrification.
is Mr. Ed not keeping up on the dental floss?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, but I saw the hamsters eat their
But he
young.
was there.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
ate the bones and
I don't
all,
know.
huh?
What's the weirdest thing you ever seen when as a kid?
Oh,
And I thought it was food at first, and I'm like,
Uh,
no, those are the babies. Yeah.
Wow, that's.
Yeah, it was
Watching my uncle do cocaine on the
chilly.
table?
I said the weirdest thing. Not
watching
That was?
watching you and Roger beat each other in the knees with a hammer.
Oh, that's right.
That was weird.
What was it?
Jay and Roger were at Louis' house high and hitting each other in the knee with hammers saying, I bet you can't feel that.
Yeah.
That's called stupid.
I gave him the hammer.
That's
Yeah.
That was quite odd.
Yeah, beating each other with hammers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened was we had a whole night of drinking and doing cocaine, and so the next morning when we woke up, I don't know where the hammers came from.
I gave you guys a hammer.
Someone did.
I did.
And then
'Cause you guys
Roger hit me, and then I looked at him and I hit him back, and then he hit me again, and then I hit him back, and then we just kept going at it. I think when I took off my pants.
What?
This story just took a turn for the worse.
So then I had all these
Different type
fucking
of hammering
bruises.
now, huh?
I had all these fucking bruises on my legs from the fucking hammer. Luckily, I didn't have diabetes then. I fucking probably would have lost my legs.
So,
You already lost your mind when you were hitting
hey, any story with the truck going, so when I took off my pants,
And my legs are all bruised up. Like,
That
what
also
the
explains
fuck?
your lack of kneecaps. You fucking Lego man.
No shins.
But Alex,
the
when you
shins
think
out
about
there.
it, are you sure it was the hammer he was hitting you with?
Yes, it was. I mean,
His hammer.
no, it wasn't his dick, man.
I didn't say that.
you would have remembered that.
I would remember that. So,
Buddy slapped
I
me
mean,
with
I
the
don't know
dick.
what kind of hammer fights you get into.
I don't get into hammer fights.
Who gets in the hammer fights?
Well, apparently I did after a night of.
What the fuck is this?
With his pants down.
Fuck is this? This fucking gangs of New York? What the fuck?
Is that just a normal thing for you?
I don't know.
On
I think it was
guard.
like one of those, like those spare the moment
I
things
slapped you with
that
the glove. No, I
That
slapped
you're
you
just
with-
high on cocaine. He said, let
we
me
were
hit
just
you.
high
Then.
on coke, and cocaine's a hell of a drug.
So we can say that
Oh, yeah.
buffoonery happened at an early age.
At a very early
It was
age,
deeply rooted.
it was really deeply
All
rooted,
right.
man.
You're
So
just fucking stupid.
I think
Jerry once found his cocaine in a snowstorm.
Oh, dude. So,
Oh, dude.
so I called. No, we left to go get some. So then.
Yes,
it was
he
snowing
he
that
brought
day.
me along with
It was
the
snowing
cocaine
that night.
run at 12
So
years
everyone's
old.
waiting in the apartment, and I get out of the vehicle, and I get up to the apartment,
This is what we
And-
teach our kids.
and I dig into my pocket.
Again, Alex, I was 12 years old.
You just got your license, but I need you to drive me somewhere.
We
Oh.
gotta go run. We gotta go
Oh,
run.
the amount of drug runs I went when I got my
You don't tell
permit.
your mama about
So
that.
everybody's waiting,
You're gonna take
and
me to
then
my buddy's house. You're gonna wait
I get
right
up
here.
into the apartment, dig into my pockets, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, fuck, man, I lost it. Everyone's like, what? I'm like, fuck. So I backtrack out of the apartment, down the corridor, down the hallway,
Still didn't find it
down the
nowhere there?
stairs,
Nowhere right there.
and I think you were outside with me.
Yeah, I was in the truck
So-
with you. Yeah.
Yep. No, when I went back outside to look.
Yeah, I was with you.
Yep. So then I'm like, look.
We were in your Pathfinder.
And it just snowed. So this is all fresh snow on the ground. And I'm looking and I'm looking.
You're not gonna find no cocaine in there.
You're right. White on white. Fucking, we're already odds of fucking finding a fucking some coke.
Bag this
A
big.
bag this big on you
Needle
know.
in the haystack.
Yeah, needle in a haystack. And then I look and I'm like, oh fuck, I found it. And I'm like, yeah, back in business.
Hey,
Don't worry.
a cop drives by and Jerry's holding it up like this.
Back in business.
I think this last half hour was a good advertisement for a whole group vasectomy. Like, these guys should never reproduce.
Never.
Like the Hitler family.
Buffoons.
Yes. Yes. So, on that note,
Get your nuts cut or shoot the dust.
On that note, yeah, the weirdest thing I think I saw was you hitting each other with hammers.
what was the weirdest thing?
Yes.
I think the weirdest thing, besides
the
that,
fuck?
I think the weirdest thing of not seeing was Uncle Gary when he was sleeping in bed.
What?
Yep, when Uncle Gary
You
was
were,
sleeping
you were
in
just
bed,
watching this man sleep in bed?
Back in Mount Airy,
Yeah.
he said somebody grabbed his feet and pulled them. They grabbed little Chuck's feet and pulled him off the
ghosts
bed,
in our party
and
back
little Chuck got so scared that he said.
So you weren't even asleep yet?
I couldn't move.
No, I'm saying when they grabbed you, you weren't even asleep yet?
You sure it just wasn't paralysis?
Woke me up.
So your whole body went into a paralysis.
You sure it just was early onset of diabetes or like a stroke?
And when I woke up, there was nobody there, but I was halfway off the bed. So
It was
Freaked
freaky.
you out.
Yeah, it freaked
You
the
know
shit
what?
out of
It's-
me out, man.
You know what it
We
was?
lived in Mount Airy at 174 Mount Airy.
There's all that bad car.
And-
Shout out to Mount Airy.
Mount Airy,
Check out the
Mount
links
Airy.
below.
Yep.
And the only way
Where
to
we
get in
had
there
all
is
our
Section
parties.
8.
Yep. But anyways,
Nah, they gotta
we
make
had
those.
many
Fresh paint
freaky
colors.
shit happening in our place. I know that happened to me that one time. I know one time me, I think it was Rick Del Rio, my mom,
Why are you talking like you're a sexual
Faye.
victim of a ghost?
No, I'm just. No, well, I wasn't that. I wasn't that. But
Talking like you got
anyway.
sexually molested, and he touched it here on the
Well,
dog.
if you're listening to John right now, trust me, he's not had many experiences with anything.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Coffee
yeah,
table as
right,
he exits the room.
yeah. But anyways, so we were in the living room, and we looked over, and I noticed we had a pot that sat in the corner that was hanging, and it started swinging. And I was like, well, shit, dude, it was during the summer. There was no wind, nothing. And kind of looking at that, we were all freaking out. And then all of a sudden, my sister and them came running down from upstairs because they said they seen a pair of eyes in my brother's room, some red eyes. So everybody started freaking out. So I walked up there to look. I actually seen them. And then I seen the ceiling, the cover that goes into the ceiling, into the attic.
So when you go up the
And
stairs,
that thing shook like a motherfucker.
so when you
boy.
go up the stairs in
And-
our unit,
So it
there's
wasn't-
a
It was
latch,
dead,
a
dead.
door, and that door started like banging.
Yeah.
And so my mom and Faye and Albert,
They called Albert.
because back then that's when
Yeah.
parents would go
They-
out for dinner
yeah.
and leave the kids home.
He
so
came
they actually
over.
did that in
Yeah.
Mount Airy.
And he
And-
freaked out.
So they came in. So when they came in, they saw it also.
Yeah.
And so they had Gary. They lifted up Gary with the broomstick, and they sent him into the closet. They sent him up into the attic.
No, I didn't even
Yeah.
go. No,
they
I
lifted
never
him up
went
into
in.
the attic.
They had me look up there. Oh,
Yeah, so
everybody
grandma-
did.
everyone's
Everybody.
seen it.
He beat the-
So they unlatched it. They opened it up, and they
I
sent
looked
Gary
in.
up there.
Did you
And
close
they
your
had
eyes
Gary
when you
look
climbed the
around.
ladder?
There was
Gary
nothing
didn't
up
see
there.
nothing.
There was nothing.
Were you scared going up there?
Yeah, he was. He probably closed his
Yeah,
eyes.
I was very scared.
God, there's
I'm
nothing
only,
there.
So
I'm
the-
only what, 16 at the time.
Right.
It's a send that guy.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
you know, Gary
yeah,
did
because he knew
and
karate.
blah,
Well,
blah.
karate ain't gonna beat up no ghost. I hate to say that. Yeah,
point.
karate will not beat up a
Yeah.
ghost.
Karate's a useless thing to go.
I don't know who you're gonna be fighting with, but that ain't gonna help.
What's
He-
the-
I don't
he
care.
was a black belt. So
Who gives a shit? Black belt or not?
That spirit
I was
could use that
scared.
shit on
Yeah,
you,
But what if it
huh?
would be
Yeah.
Bruce Lee?
So,
shit. Bruce Lee, not man.
the
shit.
unit that we lived in at
That
174
ghost
Mount
kicked your
Airy
ass.
was haunted because somebody died in the basement. Apparently,
Somebody hung
Somebody
themselves.
hung themselves.
Was it a brutal death?
At the base of the.
That's usually
I
the
think
start of a
hanging
good
That
yourself,
is usually the
a
start of
death,
a good
a
one.
death.
Has
It
to
don't
be
even
brutal.
matter.
Has to be
He
brutal.
hung himself, so he committed suicide.
Was he
It
sad?
doesn't matter.
Or was he just like depressed, or was it like one of those? Oh shit!
It's
Well,
a
we don't
spirit.
I lost my
See,
wife.
see, I
The fucking candy is over there.
I know
I'm
shit.
like, look at here in the fight.
It's just so good.
Yeah. But I'm just saying. Yeah.
That gerbil guy.
I know, man. Take that shit away. That's all I got left. Is just them suckers. God damn. I had 2 jars full. Oh my God. And you talk about Jay being diabetes.
Half of them on the floor, so you
Yeah, I
might wanna
know.
get a broom after this
Oh, my
podcast is
God.
over.
And a mop.
But it, so anyways, you know, if you die, it don't matter. The spirit's still in your house. And I
No,
guess,
it's not really.
yeah, it is.
In this case,
This case,
Yeah,
it
in
was
this
still
case
in
it
the
was.
house.
If you feel, if,
And-
if the ghost
And
had-
there's
had
been
nothing
many
to do with this,
incidents that happened that my mom thought we were there in the house, and she heard people throwing, you know, pots and pans downstairs getting tossed around. She goes down there, nobody's there.
We
So
should have better pots and
JJ
pans,
got
get
thrown
those
in the
costumes.
put into the basement.
No, I didn't get put in the
Oh
basement.
well,
about
he was acting bad, so my dad put him in the basement
No, he
to
chased
teach him a
me down
lesson.
the basement.
Oh, that's what it was, yeah.
With the belt.
scurried you away.
Yeah. So his first place to go is down into the basement. Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna get you, and Jay ran down into the basement.
That's
Yeah.
usually how you deal with rodents.
But I ain't never heard somebody cry. But I tell you what,
Get your little ass out of here.
but I ain't gonna lie. I've never heard somebody scream and cry as bad as he did.
When I
Yelling, talking about, let me out. There's somebody down here with me.
When I ran
That
down the
freaked
basement,
me out too.
Wow.
That was some
It's
freaky
like a
shit.
bitchly scream.
Yeah, I mean, worse than that. Josh, give me one of them screams. Give me one of your Prince Ready for the World thing. Yeah. I mean, it was a little more than that, but it was like somebody grabbed his balls and he was like, you know.
It's not funny anymore. I fucking hate you guys.
Get this ghost off my balls.
Personal.
Yeah.
Not just storytelling.
Yeah, but I'm serious. That was it. And
But
then they let him out. I ain't never seen. He's Mexican. He was white. I mean, no, you. That motherfucker. He said the goat. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That was a vivid.
Casper wasn't in the basement with you, all right?
You saw that shit in 4K.
He made it sound like he was describing the goat.
No, I'm describing you. Man, you're the one screaming and shit.
Then he pulled off his mask and
Didn't I just say he opened the door and he came out? I said open the door. He came. Jay was, man, dude, I'm serious. We had some really freaky stories from
Bring him to
there.
the basement and was just down there with you just by
What did
chance.
you see down there?
Like, what if that was an actual person?
I can't tell you because this guy keeps fucking rambling on.
No, I'm not gonna say anything
Are you
else.
sure it was an intruder?
Mike's
that,
been
broke in
taken.
and
So
just
it's a
so happens that-
paranormal activity.
And there was quite a
So-
bit of paranormal
so what
activity.
what did you
Before
see?
Paranormal was paranormal.
Jerry.
It should have been
You know,
so-
before it became all the
paranormal.
Everybody's
Yeah.
seen it.
Jerry, so what did you see down there?
So as I got scurried,
So how'd you fight this
as
ghost?
somebody like to say,
How'd you fight this ghost?
You fucking rodent.
yeah, as I scurried down the stairs,
And you scurried out the basement, scratching the door.
as one was scurried,
Like the obedient rat you are.
as one was scurried
When
when
they
they're,
opened the door,
when
you
they're
seen like his
10.
claw marks.
So I got to the basement, and Grandpa said, "God damn it, you're gonna be down there. I'm gonna turn off the lights." So he turned off the lights, so it's completely dark.
And you seen some
We
eyes.
had three
said, "What's up?"
windows.
He said, God damn it.
We had the one window by the washer and dryer. Then there's two other windows, so there was like little light coming in.
I hope the ghost didn't say,
So
bro.
when I was over by the wall, by the washer and dryer, so across from me, out of that window, it looked like a silhouette or something was starting to take form. And when I seen that,
Prince.
I was like, "Oh fuck!"
It was more
And then
day.
it kept getting bigger and bigger, and I was like, "Fuck!" You know, as a little kid. So I ran back up the stairs, and Grandpa must have been behind the door still, so he was holding it. And I was trying to get out, and I'm like, fucking,
Did
you
you
know,
scratch
let
the
me
door?
out, let me out. And Grandpa's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna let you out." And so I was like banging on it and screaming, and then he let me out.
So
and,
did it get near you?
yeah, whatever it was.
How close to you did it get?
How close?
Yeah.
It didn't get that
penetrate
close,
you?
but I could see that it was behind me.
Did it penetrate you?
It didn't penetrate me, John. It didn't. It
didn't go
didn't
through you?
grope me like
Right.
this guy wants to grope aliens.
His pants were up this time too,
Yeah.
It
right?
sounds like the
So-
ghost trying to grope him, grab
So
his
that
legs.
was like one of the
I'm
many
just-
things
you know,
that happened. But there was quite a few like my dad.
Hey, the ghost tried to open up your legs.
Like
So
my-
it makes you believe in the
I
paranormal.
believe in it.
Right, I believe there's ghosts. There's something.
I believe you
spirit.
see something.
There's something that's really not. I don't know if it's
I don't
ghosts.
know. You know, because when you see them ghost shows and when they show them, they don't really, you know,
They haven't really
They,
captured anything
yeah.
to make
Like,
you say.
you know, when you
Nothing
see the
substantial.
Exorcist.
Yeah.
What do you
They got
mean?
the entity of brought
Right.
it
What do
in.
you
Right.
mean?
Here it
Exactly.
is.
So
Like,
much
when you
shit.
watch the Exorcist,
Ecstasy.
The ecstasy.
We're just gonna skip right past
Form
that.
of exercise here. The ecstasy. You do a little
Did you get on the
downward
treadmill
dog.
with that ghost and did you run a mile?
Is
Yeah,
what I meant
yeah.
to say. The Exorcist. When you see people getting thrown, people thrown up, and all that.
But why'd you fuck
You
with the
don't-
ghost in the first place to make him pissed
The
off?
point is that you don't.
First you're welcoming and saying, hey,
you
can
don't
we
see
co-side
the
here?
physical part of it.
Cause I felt it, but I never
You never tried to negotiate with it?
been, like tossed across the room.
It's more of the aura of it. The
Right,
feeling of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I was working at a
think when you're
Maryland.
fighting,
You feel the force type thing, but not the
Where
actual
your hairs
being.
stand up,
Yep.
and you go, oh shit, I don't want
Right, you feel the presence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not like in the movies where they're throwing shit and they're throwing you around
seen
and
Kind of like God, right? Not a physical person, but yet an entity.
an entity of presence
that you can look at for advice or guidance.
Hey man,
That's the most quoted thing.
So as Jerry said,
you look like you were looking for guidance.
But how can somebody give you guidance if they're
entity.
never a human?
That's a
though?
whole nother
But-
subject.
yeah, that's a whole other
How can you
subject.
give guidance if he's never a human?
Right.
But I think
Well,
for the
you know what I
most
mean?
part it's like a
He can
a
only give you
feeling.
like what?
And that's all, and, all,
He
and like
never
those
was a
ghost
person,
adventures.
So it's like, what the fuck?
Because
can you
whenever
tell him?
they're like, who's
Fight
down
me,
there?
bro.
Yeah,
Fight me, bro.
Yeah, fight me, bro, or whatever.
You don't know.
Hey, that's
No.
That's entertaining though when the guy's trying to fight with
the vibe and the aura.
Right.
I'll beat you up, man. Why don't you guys try to
You
tell
might get the
ghosts like
sounds
that?
and the sight. You'll never get the
but
actual
you'll never
like.
get a physical.
But you guys
combat.
never asked, hey,
But
Mr.
I
Ghost?
physically had
My
that
ankles
move.
touch.
Yeah.
He opened your
That fucking
legs.
freaked
But
me
it's like
out.
subtle. It's subtle enough to
Well,
go.
yeah,
Something
but
happens.
it wasn't like he just,
Yeah.
like this.
Try to rape you? Try to rape you?
Yeah. Come here, bitch.
But yeah.
Open the legs.
Hey, real quick.
I'm on the banjo.
Yeah. But it wasn't
come
like
here,
that.
bitch.
It wasn't like that. But
Hey.
I think right now we're gonna take
All right.
Again, as you can see, the format has kind of changed.
Yes.
So again, we're gonna go out. We liked everyone that tuned in for this episode, and check out the links below.
Check out the links.
Thanks again, Patrick's
Alex, thank you for
Catering.
coming.
Alex, thank you.
One
for
of the
coming. Yep.
Promodio. God, now I'm fucking them on words. Primordio buffoons.
Buffoon word of the day, and thank you for having me, fellas. I was
Yes,
great
definitely.
to be back.
Yes.
Two frogs.
Follow
Yeah.
at Mankloof on
On
Twitter
your Twitter.
Twitter,
and Instagram.
Instagram, all
Yep.
social handles.
Mankloof. That's with a
Clue,
K.
Please like and subscribe.
With a K.
Check out the links below, please.
And,
yeah, we'd like to say thanks everyone for tuning in. Again, I'd like to mention that this episode is going to be very choppy. There's some golden moments, but unfortunately, technology wasn't on our side on this one.
Yeah, and shout out to Gomez Bro Studios for letting
Shout
us
out
use their
Gomez
studio.
Bros.
Yep, Gomez Bro
Shout
Studios.
out to the Joe Rogan starter mic.
Yep,
kit.
Joe Rogan, thank you for sending us the starter kit. So check out the links below.
Check out the links.
And again, everyone have a good, safe 4th of July weekend.
Yep, stay
and
safe.
try not to blow your fucking fingers off.
And if you can, just see one today.
Happy holidays.
Happy
buffoons.
holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy 4th of July, motherfuckers. All right,
All right, that's American.